If I said it, I meant it. There's no way around it. What's up, my dudes? What's up, boys? Oh, man. Oh, man. We back again. Oh, man. We got the MX Bikes Multiplayer Racing, Muddy Creek 2015, Spencer Turley server, Turkey password. Hop up in here, boys. Oh, man, not again. Okay. I gotta warm up on this shit, just letting you know. I gotta warm up on my shit here. Because I haven't played this since, like, the last live stream, which was, like, 3 or 4 days ago. Let's just keep it on that. Warm up. Okay. Got us a little warm up action going on. So, this 2015 Muddy Creek track right here on MX Bikes is Big Hossin'. It is Big Daddy. Hey, boys, let me know if the microphone sounds good. Audio sounds good. Should be a little quiet on the in-game audio, but give me a little A-OK if you can hear me good. Microphone sounds normal. Give me a couple of A-OKs there, buddy boys. Been kind of jacking around with some of my different microphone settings, trying to get it to... Alright, cool. Yeah, I've been trying to jack around with that a little bit, trying to get it to sound better, because when you start getting a microphone... you know, plugged into a mixer and all that kind of crap, it gets pretty, it gets pretty advanced, you know, because then you have compression knobs, you've got all this other kind of shit going on that affects, you know, you got gain, in addition to overall level, in addition to how the recording software is going to, you know, warp the sound, so you got a lot of crap going into it. What's up, boys? Doing some multiplayer racing here on MX Bikes. The first actual, technically, MX Bikes multiplayer live stream, even though I did do my first race at the end of that last live stream, right? So this is technically would be the first, you know, full-blown live stream all about multiplayer racing. So let's try to warm up here a little on this track, dude. Okay, I think this inside rut's going to be Big Daddy. What's up, boys? I know you guys like these MX Bikes live streams. Appreciate all the support. I've been uploading like crazy. Been kind of doing some experimental stuff with the way I'm uploading on my channel right now. Been uploading like 2 times a day. Been trying some different games, kind of experimenting with it. So, password's turkey as always. A little gobble gobble action. You know what I'm saying? God, I gotta add a custom turkey emoji to the... Oh my god, dude. Hey, boys, I don't normally ask for you guys to become a member of my channel, but I literally need 3 more members to get another emoji, like custom emoji, and I'm going to make that shit a, like, full-blown custom turkey, dog. Oh, man. If you hit the join button, you can see all the different perks and stuff you get with becoming a member. It's basically just a Twitch subscription. That's pretty much what it is. I think I have, like, 7 members right now, so a couple of the members only stayed members for, like, a 1-month time period. And I understand, you know, because I'm, like, just now getting it going, so I'm, like, just now trying to get everything, you know, really going with the whole membership side of it. I don't really know what I'm doing with that right now, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what all I want to do. But there's a lot of perks to it, though, but I'm going to be doing a lot more, you know, members-only videos, members-only community posts, things like that, so it'll be more worth it, you know, once I get my shit figured out on that. So, I'm still kind of trying to figure out a way to make this MX Bikes on YouTube look better and not have such that grainy effect to it. Man, the only next thing I can really do with that is basically, like, tone all the graphics down within my NVIDIA, specifically my NVIDIA graphical settings, because I basically have all of the graphic settings that you can change inside of the game totally down. All the ones that would affect the dirt, you know, the texture quality of the dirt, which is really what causes the grain effect on YouTube, right? So that's the only other thing I can really think that I could do to try to, you know, combat that. But I apologize. MX Bike's just one of those kind of games that's that dirt decal can get so freaking, like, you know, high resolution texturized that YouTube kind of spazzes out when you try to upload content of that. It kind of gives you that grain effect, right? So, whoa, kind of did a weird little whip there, boys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I was looking at chat. Let me die real quick. OIS Squiddy says, yo, Spencer, what you think about this? I have a 1997 CR125 that's blown up top and bottom, and I'm going to fix it up nice and sell it for about 2000 and then put most of the money into my dad's CRF 450. Yeah, I just sold like a... That's going to be tough to sell a 97 model for $2,000, especially like a lights bike. A 97 lights, even if it is fixed up, that's going to be tough to get $2,000 out of that. I'm just letting you know. That's more probably like a $1,500 bike than a, even if it had like perfect rebuilt engine, that's more of a $1,500 bike than a $2,000 bike. But, you know, you can kind of throw the whole, hey, I'll take $2,000 for it. And then they'll be like, hey, I'll give you $1,500 for it. And then you'll be like, okay, cool. That's kind of what I wanted anyways, but I just jacked up the price beforehand so that we came to an agreement, right? Just to give you a little example, I just sold my 2004 YZ250 two-stroke, which is not a lights bike, obviously. It was the big boy back in the day. I just sold an 04 YZ250 two-stroke for $1,500. So... you're going to have a tough time selling a 97 CR125. I mean, you're going to have to find the right kind of guy for that, selling that for, you know, $2,000. Anything that's like literally pre-2000, it's hard to sell because anytime people hear 1990 anything, it's like, they think it's like ancient, right? So you got to be, shit, that's a quad daddy. We got to learn that before we start this race. You know, anything that's pre-2000 is tough to sell no matter what it is because it's not really like, it's not antique yet, right? But it's really old, so it's kind of, it doesn't really have that antique value, but at the same time, it's like you'd be 10 to 1 easier selling a literal 2000 model than you would a 1999 model. It's just that, it's kind of that mental thing, right? But 97, I mean, that's not even a 1999, that's 3 years or 2 years before 1999, right? So, 1,500, if you can get 1,500 out of that thing, you're like doing good, bro. And my my 04 YZ250 two-stroke was not in bad shape either, right? It really wasn't. But you got to look at it like, man, it's hard to find somebody that really wants specifically what you got. You know, you're going to have to find some sort of, you know, somebody that wants a CR125 from that specific time frame, and like, I don't know. It's tough selling bikes, man. Definitely. But whatever kind of number you're thinking in your head of what you think you want to get out of it, you should always drop that down by about 500 to 1,000, and that's probably what you're actually going to get out of it. Anything that's that old, for sure. Yeah, you'd love to get $2,000. Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten, you know, 2,500 or $2,000 for my 04 252 stroke, but I knew it wasn't going to happen, right? So it's kind of what that shit comes down to. We will start racing here in a second, boys. I'm just warming up a little bit, but I am in the server right now. Spencer Turley server, Turkey password 15 Muddy Creek. Hop up in here. Hop on up in here. 23 people in the chat. Jay's on my feet. Okay, I got to learn this jump right here before I get in this race, or I'm going to cause some trouble. Oh, that's a Mac Daddy. That's a Mac Daddy jump for MX bikes. That jump ain't no joke for MX bikes right there, dude. So there's that big-ass jump, right? Then you come around here. You got this fucking huge quad potential right here, right? Pretty much got to hit this wide open to hit this quad. Then you can just about do another giant jump into the corner right there. Like, holy crap. That would be insane. Yeah, we'll just run like one or two races on this, then I'll go to another track. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. Appreciate you. Spency boy back on deck. Okay, so there's that whole like crazy jump area. Then the track kind of calms down here a little bit, right? So you got this all kind of simple little section down through. I don't know the fast lines on these tracks. I don't know like what places I need to go inside or outside. So you're going to have to, you know, bear with me. I'm just trying to get in here and run some races and have some fun in the game. I'm still not really to that like serious point in this game yet, you know? I'm still just chilling, trying to enjoy that like learning the game experience. I really don't want to rush that too much. I could have been sitting down playing this game every single night, you know, from that whatever the MX Bikes Pro video. I could have been sitting there playing this shit every single night, and I would have been, you know, 3 times as fast as I look right now already, but I just don't want to rush it, you know? I've already done that with the simulator before, so I kind of like, I want to like take my time and enjoy this one. There's just no real reason for me to, you know, go that hardcore with it. And I've already proven myself on MX Simulator, so I don't really feel like I have anything to prove either, right? It's kind of like once you do a certain decent level on MX Sim, you kind of feel like you've already done it, you've already proved to yourself, you've already, you know what I mean? So it's not as critical, but whereas back in the day before I'd really done anything on MX Sim, that was like, all right, I got to do this, you know? Oh, man, that's going to be tough hitting from the inside for sure. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is talking about the broken file to this track. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Okay, warm-up complete. So, let's see if we can absolutely die in this first race here. If my cursor will come up here sometime today. Makes bikes, Pabo show. Anybody home? Okay. Race number 2. Pre-race start. Pre-start. Okay. I think we're ready to rock and roll here, boys. So pre-start is the gate. I kind of always forget, like, the gate drops, like, 15-second board comes up, like, right when the pre-start's over with. Yeah, okay. Let's get this thing down in first gear. I'm going to try to actually focus a little here. So this is like my second or third race I've ever ran. Third or fourth race I've ever ran in my entire life in this game. So, I mean, literally, that last live stream was the first time I had ever actually ran a race in this game. So we are still way early on stages of learning the whole racing side of it, which is always very different than just riding around in the game, you know. It's always really different when you start doing that. So did that shit save the terrain deformation from when we were in there practicing? What the... Sorry, I came up short on that jump. Oh, dudes are running up behind me. Oh, my bad, boys. I went a little slow right there. I'm like dumbfounded at this terrain deformation. It literally saved it from when we warmed up on the track. That's weird. I don't necessarily think it should do that, per se. That is a little bizarre. All right, let's see if we can die on this jump. Yep, we did. I've got to hit the outside there. I cannot. I don't know why I keep thinking I can hit the inside. Cannot hit the inside there, boys. But this is fun. Like, you know, people get so, oh, I'm so good at MX bikes. Oh, my God, I'm this and that and whatever. Dog, I don't even care about it. Like, it's not that kind of game for me right now, you know? I am just having fun playing this shit, man. Just enjoying myself. That I really wanted to, you know, play this game very differently than I played MX Simulator. MX Simulator was like life or death to me. Every fucking race I ever ran in that game was like literally life or death to me. So it's like, I'm not trying to take this game that serious. I'm still wanting to play it quite a bit, but it's just not... I don't have to do all that like that again, right? I've already done it once. I've already put God knows how much time into MX Simulator, so it's like just trying to enjoy it, you know? What's up, boys? Just tuning in. We're running some races. Okay. Trying to get my speed up a little bit. And then the racing is always interesting because then you try not to wreck, right? You actually have a, okay, let me try not to fall down type element going on to it. So that's always cool. Starting to get on the gas a little more there. Trying to get on the gas and then the brake hard to hit this inside. That's saving all kinds of time going up that inside. Okay, then the inside to inside. Look at that terrain deformation already. Damn. So I had no idea that it saved it basically from your warm-up. So depending on how many people you have in warm-up and depending on how long you run it, how long you run warm-up, it's going to make a big-ass difference to what the ruts are on the track when you actually start the race. That shit's insane. So I'm going to have to go back and kind of look at that and see how I want to do that for these races. Okay, this is the one spot I really got to remember what I'm doing. Got to hit the outside here. You could hit it up the inside, but it's just like on a 450. But that is so flat. That landing is so flat. It's so hard to actually land that right there. I don't even think the dude in the front was hitting that. I think he was just doubling the shit. Like, I literally don't even think he was actually going for that. So I might be hitting a bit of a line that's just not worth at all. This, you pretty much need to quad that, right? So a couple little jumps I got to learn here before I can really... What's up, Eric? A couple little jumps I got to kind of learn here. It's some of those you either got to be like fucking gas from the corner to the face or just like not at all. It's kind of some all or nothing type jumps going on here, you know? So it's kind of what I'm dealing with. Oh, shit. But yeah. So some of you guys getting this impression that I'm just like sitting down playing MX bikes every single night and I'm like trying to like be like what I was on MX Simulator on MX bikes and I'm like taking it super serious. Dude, you got the whole wrong idea about that shit. I'm playing it more now than I ever have before, but I wasn't even playing it at all before. I was playing it literally like 2 or 3 times a year before. So just because I'm playing it more now doesn't mean I'm playing it a lot, you know? Especially in the realm of simulators, like I ain't putting no real, you know, simulator time into this shit. But we'll see. I know the MX Bikes Beta 15 I've been hearing is going to be coming out soon, so we'll see. I don't really know what that's going to have in it or whatever. Some of you guys can let me know in chat. I'm not really sure what their plan is for that shit, but we'll see what all they do with that, right? Okay, trying to just stay on the gas here. So I just got so like confused about this terrain deformation here. I was like, why did it keep it from the warm-up? It was crazy, man. I didn't even think it did that. You know, I've ran 2 or 3 races in this game and I didn't even realize it was actually doing that beforehand. So maybe, you know what, Spency boy, big hoss daddy, I gotta go for it again. But I just gotta like, I'm getting like frustrated the fact that I'm not going for that because that's such a like, you would go for that every time on an MX Simulator version of this track, you know? So it's kind of got my mind a little twisted. Of course, I was able to kind of get through it there, but and then here you can't go too fast right there, or then you don't have enough speed to hit this quad, right? So kind of got to string all that together pretty good, or people are just going to run away from you, right? If you wreck on those jump sections right there, you're not going to win a race on this. So that's what I meant by how it's kind of all or nothing on this track. You got to be specifically in those areas, you know, that one, you know, jump area there. The main jumps on the track, right? Yeah, those are the ones you got to be on it. And sometimes a lot of times in these games, these tracks, sometimes you just get those tracks where it's like it don't matter how fast you're going anywhere else around the track, if you don't nail this certain jump in this certain area, you're just not going to be there really in a race situation, you know? You're not really going to be competing in a race situation if you don't hit certain jumps properly, right? So that's kind of what that comes down to. But we're just learning the tracks, having a good time, man. We just having us a good old time. We got Monster Energy Kawasaki professional 10,000 hours in MX Bikes player here. What? How did I get a penalty right there? Maybe that was like over the whole race? I don't know. A whole new OEM bike pack for the game? Okay, not bad. Boys, we're in a Spencer Turley server, turkey password, 15 Muddy Creek, hop up in here. So I'm trying to see... Let me return to pit. I can reset the track here. Okay, so then let's just run another. I need to make, on the next race that I do, I'm going to have the warm-up on a lot less on that, but let's go to warm-up here. And let's see. So it'll let some of you boys join in that weren't in already. So we're on 15 Muddy Creek. It'll let you join in here. Yeah, I know there's definitely some multiplayer things going on where it will cause the game to crash, for sure. Hop up in here, boys. Hop up in here. I'll start another race here in a second. We on that 15 Muddy Creek. I just got to learn this track, dude. Haven't put a whole lot of time. Dude keeps saying if somebody joins, it's just going to crash. Don't know why, but... Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start a whole nother fucking thing. Just give me a second right here, okay? Let me exit from that, and I'll start up a whole nother one here. So all you boys can join in. I'm going to make it warm-up length 5 minutes, so it doesn't rut up the track too much there. I think 3 laps is good for the race. Okay, let's just do it like that. Okay. Damn, I got 40 dudes up in here. What's up, boys? I appreciate you. We got memberships, we got super chats. You know what it is. If you become a member of the channel, become a Dudeski today. You get an invite to the Dudeski role in my Discord, which is going to allow you to get into more times when I'm in there playing, you know, games in Discord and talking on there. Kind of just get you more a part of the, you know, community of my channel, and you're going to get invited to a lot more stuff like that. It's kind of what the whole Dudeski role thing is. But you also get custom emojis. You get a cool custom badge. I'm kind of playing around with all that different stuff on what I want to do with it, but get access to members-only videos and members-only... when I put it on members-only chat in the live stream, members-only community post, you know, there's a lot of stuff in that. Okay, so we got warm-up going here. All right. But, yeah, all you boys that have became members already, that's really helped out my vibe on this whole live streaming thing. Like, if I didn't get as many members as I did at the start and all those super chats, I would not be live streaming like I am right now, so that's kind of like made me want to do it more. Just like, you know, anytime, like, let's just keep it real. Anytime there's more of a monetary side to something, you're going to do it more, like, period. And I love the live streaming, don't get me wrong. I like live streaming more than I do making videos, but it's making me, like, live stream, like, consistently, you know, not just when I want to. Like, it's making me live stream like it's my job, bro. You know what I mean? So, if you enjoy the streams, you can look into that, right? Yeah, I hope they fix some of these little multiplayer buggy issues to the game in that beta 15. You would imagine they would focus their attention to that sort of stuff here really soon. You would just imagine. I can only imagine. What's up, Dinosaur? I know you didn't forget about that epic Big Daddy backflip I did in that last stream. I know you didn't forget about that. Can never forget, right? Shit was too legendary. That was like Big Hossin times 10. Boys, I'm going to make a turkey emoji for the members custom emojis to use in the live chat. I am going to make a turkey one soon as I get done with this stream. So it kind of sucks. They have it where you unlock more and more different custom emojis that you can make, right? So right now I've got like sup and dude and alien face and like a planet and a teacup emoji and all this shit. But apparently you have to have like a certain number of active members before. See, I thought it was you just had to have a certain number of like total members, but it's not. You got to have a certain number of active members. So there's been a couple of dudes that became members, but they didn't like re-up it for the next month, right? There's a couple of dudes that did that, and it made it to where now I've got to get, you know, like 3 members to get back to getting another custom emoji instead of, I think I only needed like 1 at the time. So that's kind of unfortunate. Turkey password, brother. MLG says there will be more simulated physics for soft objects such as tough blocks. Yeah, you wouldn't imagine that whole side of it would be... That's weird. Why would they even... You would think that would already be in the game. Like, with MX Simulator, for instance... You just make whatever kind of collision you want to make. It's not like they have to add in a certain... Like, you can make something concrete collision. You can make something where you can basically go through it, but it's still there, so you can feel it a little bit. Like, it's literally like how you would... If you know how the traction shit works, how you can make any traction you can possibly imagine, you literally go in there and, like, make the coding for the different kind of tractions you want to have on a custom track. Well, the object collision is the exact same way. So it's weird. I don't know why that wouldn't just be like a basically a... You could already, like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little confused on that. I guess they do that a little differently than... I don't know how the custom track shit even works in this game, so, you know, I'm just kind of talking from the way the custom track shit is on MXM. But, and I know, like, it took me a long time to learn the ins and outs of the track editor on MX Simulator, and that's, like, enough to make any man go crazy. I mean, it's easy to do the simple things on MX Simulator track building, but when you get deeper and you're trying to make, like, space tracks and dimension tracks and waterfalls and, you know, all this kind of shit that you're eventually going to want to do, it gets a little more tricky, you know. Start doing rain sequence effects and fire effects and shit. You can do all kinds of stuff with track editing on MXM that nobody does. You know, most people just don't do. If you're trying to make like really true one-of-a-kind tracks, it does start getting a little more complicated, but I don't know really like the structure to the track editor of MX bikes. I don't know really like the ins and outs and how it all works from the core. So, you know, I do eventually want to get into that at some point, but I know a lot of you boys have been asking me, hey, you're going to make a track for MX bikes? And I still don't think we actually have a space track for MX bikes, so, you know, that door is always open. So, yeah, that would be interesting. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. Yeah, it's crazy how much more money you make from, like, super chats and memberships on live streams than the damn, like, just making videos, you know? Yeah, that's what I thought, MLG. That's what I've been kind of hearing. The track editor's a lot more confusing on MX bikes. Like, they don't really have it, that whole thing developed enough yet. They need to basically make the track editor like MX simulators. I mean, let's just keep it real. They need to make it where it's just built into the game. You just go in there. It's a top-down editor. You raise, lower, smooth, gradient. They need to make it simple like that, you know? I don't know why it's so complicated right now. But, you know, the more complicated you make a track editor, the less custom track content you're going to have for your game. So it's kind of that's a pretty critical thing, I would say, that you need to get going. Okay, race number 2, my dudes. Okay, 15-second board. I don't even really know how to start in this game yet properly, but I will learn it over time. Not really too concerned about it. This is kind of a little bit of an uphill start, too. Just in general. Let me see if I can wax this kid right here. Nerd. Gotcha. He's like, oh my god, what just happened? Holy shit. He thought I was going to come into that corner all like professional and shit, like slow down. Sometimes I could throw a little curveball and some of them boys is not expecting it, right? Gets them off their A game a little bit. I'll sacrifice my start to throw you off of your shit. I'll do it. I'll do it, brother. See, look at that. Look at that terrain deformation already. That shit's big hossin'. On lap 1. I mean, big hossin'. We only did... See, the thing was, even though we only did 5 minutes of warm-up, we had so many more bikes on the track, it made it, you know, run up basically the same difference as having half of the bikes, but double the amount of time in warm-up. So that's a little bizarre. Let's just run this dude over, and let's, let me try to hit this just the double. We'll just hit the small line, boys. Moto Miko, what are you doing, brother? At least you're on the Yami. Holy shit, dog. Careful. Careful. Careful, bro. All right, let's see if we can hit the Big Daddy line here. Now we got enough dudes in this server. It's kind of actually a fun little racing environment. Dogs, you got to hit that quad, bro. Whoa. Okay, now we kind of got ourselves back in action here a little bit. Whoa, Spency boy. Whoa, Spency boy. Look at the terrain deformation, though. Holy shit. Okay, so this is just a 3-lap race. I mean, we got to get our shit together like ASAP, pronto ASAP Rocky here. So, can't be goofing around. Got to avoid definitely getting some lag. See, I don't know if it causes more lag when you, like, basically deform the track a lot before you start the race. I think that could cause some technicality issues there, right? But I'm definitely getting that multiplayer lag. Not just like standard multiplayer lag, like pretty legit multiplayer lag. So there's definitely a lot of multiplayer updates they can add to this game, obviously. But it's just kind of one of those, I think it's just one of those kind of lag things I'm just going to have to get used to. Because it's just going to be this way in multiplayer for a long time until they do some, you know, some next level optimization for the multiplayer. So it's such a bizarre... And this is similar to the lag you will get, similar to the extra lag you would get on like MX Simulator when you have high amounts of a road, especially before they kind of updated it through and through in there. Whoa, Spency boy. Couldn't hold it together. Holy shit. Okay. I'm trying to talk while I'm racing. That's always a good time. All right. Try to focus up a little here. So it looks like, let's see if this dude goes for the hut. No. He did not. I repeat, he did not. I almost think you'd spend too much time in the air too. Like, it's not even worth it. They built that jump. I mean, big hossin'. I'm not usually the kind of guy that's like, hey, you know, you built that jump too big. You need to make it smaller. I'm usually like the other way around, but it's not like they made the jump too small. It's almost just like they made the jump face a little too peaked out to where it's just not even worth it. You know, you get way too much airtime on it. Sometimes jumps can kind of get like that where they get just like too much airtime to even be worth it. You got to be careful of that. That goes into the balance of making these tracks, right? You got to be real careful. But all it takes in these little 3-lap multiplayer races right here, all it takes is one little wreck and you're not going to be able to hang, you know? These are all very based upon who wrecked and who didn't wreck at all. If you start getting up in the 5, 6, 7 laps, then it becomes like a little more about skill and not so much who wrecked once or twice, you know. Kind of the same way with MX Sim too. You know, if you go in there and run a 3-lap race on something, I mean, anybody can beat anybody in a 3-lap race, right? But when you start getting upwards in the laps, like 6, 7, 8 laps, that's when you start kind of separating the men from the boys. I always hated when some of those like random online servers on MXM only ran like 3 laps on a track. That always like frustrated the shit out of me. But this is cool. Got a guy right here in front of me. Looks pretty similar in speed level here, so that's fun. Kind of pushing me a little bit. I still do not claim to be some, you know, MX Bikes god or anything. Far from it, right? I would say total time in the game, I've probably got maybe like 80 or 90 hours in it at this point. I mean, we still haven't been like really getting into it hardcore. Definitely. So, By the way, guys, I'll look at chat here in a minute. It's kind of hard for me to do that when I'm actually in the middle of a race. Whoa. Get a little skatey. Get a little sketchy. Okay. So I always get confused right here because I think I need to jump that really far, but I actually don't. This quad right here is actually pretty awesome. I mean, you got to be, because you don't want to over jump it. You kind of got to just be like, the way I've been hitting it's kind of just mid throttle in third. Seems to work pretty good right there. This is fun though, man. I've been wanting to get into the racing of this game. Just fun, chill racing, not no, you know, crazy expert, super crazy racing or anything. Just kind of that, you know, standard random online server type racing experience. So you get all different skill level of dudes to race against. That's fun for me. So I basically went 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that real shit. On MX Simulator, I went from like literally a nobody to somebody like overnight in that game. Couldn't have happened any quicker. Like literally. First organized race I ever ran in my life was a RF 450 Pro race. And I made it into the main event. Shit was insane. And that was only like 6 or 7 months after I'd bought the game. It was like no time. I say 6 or 7 months. It was probably longer than that. It was probably like, I can't even remember exactly when I bought the game. I think I bought it like late 2014, but I can't remember exactly. So, but, you know, it was probably... My first race ever was 15 Daytona too, so I probably had like 8 or 9 months in MX Simulator before I ran that very first organized race, but which was a full-blown tippity top of the slope 450 RF race. But the only thing I had done before that was, damn Moto, Mickey, you big hossing. The only thing I did before that was these random online server races, right? I went in there and raced on 03. Raced in the stock track servers, right? That was so much fun, dude. Again, like I said, when you go in here and you do a 3-lap race, all it takes is one little wreck and one little mistake, and somebody's going to be, you know, giant amounts of time ahead of you. So it's the lower amount of laps you run, the less about your actual skill it really is. That's the way it's always been. So we're running real short races here. I'm talking real short. We might run some longer ones here in a second. You have time to catch up, right? When you run laps that are more like, you know, 5-6 laps in a race, that gives you a little more time to catch up. Oh, we got our first cutie in the chat. He's just going to keep going. He thinks he's so cool. Look at him. Oh, wow. Look at that. And then we have this guy. It's easy, man. You just a couple clicks. That's all it takes. Just a couple clicks, dog. Okay. Spencer, do you like space? Yeah. Yeah, I do, man. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and shoot this race number 2 here real quick. Can't hit the quad with the Yami? Damn, you need to replace the top end or something, dog. I know it can. Don't you give me that shit. It can't hit the quad on the Yami. Don't you give me that shit. Okay, are we back on the gate? All right, cool. Again, let me give you a good example of this whole thing that I'm talking about. Where when you only run, you know, 2 or 3 laps on a track, how it's not really going to show your actual skill level. Let me explain what I'm talking about. So, like on MX Simulator, right? On any simulator for that matter. Look at these boys. Look how serious they're getting. They're like, fuck, dude, I'm going to get this start, man. Got to beat Spencer. Got to beat him, dude. They're like so serious, dude. You can just tell by how aggressive. You can tell by how they're riding on the bike. Shit's cracking me up, dog. Oh, man. Shit is cracking me up. Oh my god, it's life or death. We gotta beat Spence, dude. Oh my god, that terrain deformation. That shit stayed from that last race. Holy shit, boys. That stayed from the last race. That's gonna be interesting. So, what I'm trying to say, though, is like, obviously, once you get to, 450 top 5 pro level on MX Simulator, you start kind of getting an idea of the spectrum of skill in the game, right? And, there's times, literally, I could go in there and beat whoever you wanted to say, Tyson Fresquez, Hunter Root, blah, 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 whatever, these super top guys in the game, in some little 4 or 5 lap little online race. I've beat all them dudes countless amounts of times in them little online races, right? But that does not mean I'm better than them at the game. You see what I'm saying? So it's very, and a lot of times people like what I'm doing right now, when you're in a random online server, this ain't no pro race. I'm not sitting here like fucking been riding in the game all day, super serious. Oh my God, I'm trying so hard. Like, it's just not even like that right now. So you got to be careful when you start comparing who's fast on what in a random online server, because a lot of times people are just in there to have a good time. You're just in there to have fun racing. I swear to God, people take random online servers way too seriously in these simulators. Like, shit is insane. People get this idea. It cracks me up every time, too. People get this idea on MX Simulator just because they beat you one time in a, like, random online race where it's like, 4 or 5 laps. Oh, my God, they're just better than you at the game. They finally beat you. They're better than you. It's like, dog. Oh, man. I've been beat countless amounts of times by fucking, beginner level dudes because I'm in there, wreck on the start, messing around, playing around, right? So the more laps you have, the more it really is going to dictate your actual skill level at the game. Holy terrain deformation. Wow, wow, wow. That shit's getting gnarly, brother. So that's the thing, though, right? Like, anytime I went in there and beat Hunter Root in a random online server, Tyson Fresquez or whatever, I wasn't over there thinking in my head, oh shit, I'm just better than those dudes now. Just better than those guys at the game. Oh shit, yeah, man. No, it's not how it works. Because then they'll go, absolutely run me over, run laps around my ass in a certain particular pro race, and it's like, oh, okay. That's the real deal. That's where you really prove yourself in a, main event situation where you're running 20 plus laps on some shit. Because even if you wreck, holy shit, dog. Get a little saucy on that inside, showing me some wheels, man. Get a little saucy. Like, that's really where you show, if you're racing legit, right? Sucks that I have to always go back to that now with MX Simulator. If you're key sharing, you're hacking, you're bullshit in the game, which a lot of people are now in MX Sim. If you're doing all that, you're just, you can't even say you're better than anybody else because you're a cheater in the game, okay? Got to get that clear right off the bat. But if you've always raced legit, then that's really where you prove yourself. You don't prove yourself in a random online server, right? It's just not, that's not what it is. So, these simulators, now that I think about it, they're just so, like, elite, like, oh my God, if I beat you in a 2-lap race, I'm, like, mountains better than you, or even the better one, this shit cracks me up when I think about it. So the better one is when you beat somebody in a race, but they get like a 0.1 second faster lap time than you in the race. Oh my God, they think they're better, even though you beat them in the race. Dude, the amount of times that's happened to me, like countless times on MX Sim, cracks my ass up. Well, I got a faster lap than you, dog. So I'm better than you, even though I lost you in the race. I got a faster lap than you, bro. It's like, dude, holy shit. People don't have fun in simulators anymore. Let me just say that. The fun is totally gone. It's like serious mode. If I beat you, I am like just a entirely better human being than you, right? It like gets to a whole nother, shit gets insane, bro. Like gets absolutely insane. Gets to like a whole nother level, right? So, but like I've already been through all this on MX Sim, so I know how this shit goes, Yeah, this guy in front of me is like literally probably has if I'm guessing, he probably has 50 times the amount of time that I have into this game. If I'm just, guessing here. So, and that's cool. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with having a lot of time into a game. I'm just saying that's, the amount of time you have into it, the amount of times you've raced in the game, all that makes a big difference, All that is going to affect how it is. But when you really get into the pro racing of these simulators, shit gets on another level. Like, you can go in here and beat anybody and their grandmother in a half in a random online server, but until you do it in a pro, full-blown 20-lap main event or, overall motos in a, the premier class, you're not really like on a certain playing field, right? And there's going to be some times where people have a bad pro race, right? Like when you consider, all these super fast dudes in MX Sim, right? I've probably beat every single person in the entire game in a pro race at some point in time. In some kind of a race, right? There's been times I've beat Tyson Fresquez in pro races. There's been times I've beat whoever you want to name. They had a bad race or they got a bad start. Or seriously, there has been times I had beat every single person in the game. Does not mean I'm the best player on MX Simulator, right? So then you've got that whole side of it where people are going to, damn, dude almost beat me right at the very end there. Well, this guy did, but I meant the guy that was behind me. He was showing the wheel again, brother. But what I'm getting at, some people get all giddy when it's like, oh, dude, I beat you in this one pro race, even though my best finish is not even half as your best finish in a pro race, right? So you got to be careful of that too, because like I'm saying, I've literally beat every single person in MX Simulator in a pro race at some point in time. Does not mean I'm the best person in MX Simulator, right? So you got to be careful with that. The best way to look at it is you look at their best finishes they've ever gotten in pro races and how many of them they've gotten and how many championships they've gotten, right? So, you could take a guy that his best finish ever was like just one top 10 ever versus a dude that's gotten multiple top 5s. That's going to be, and depending on what class they're in and what, if they're European racing or North American racing, all that shit plays into that, right? But, there is levels to when you start comparing, like, who's the best at a simulator. You got to, this random online server shit is not where you dictate that, right? Yeah, the game's actually decent. It's not even AAA priced, is it? MX Bikes is like, the fuck is it? Like 39 bucks, I think? Let me just say this. I would just buy MX Bikes. Like, fuck it. If you're a motocross fan, just buy the game. Take my word for it. Just buy the game. Same way with MX Simulator. Both of them. Instead of going and buying that next MXGP 2020, put that money into MX Simulator and MX Bikes. Yeah, I am in a public server. It's called Spencer Turley Passwords Turkey. Damn, boys, I got 50 dudes in this live stream. Holy shit. Boys are big hossing. But, yeah, so that's kind of, let me see if it'll let me reset the track. So I'm going to reset the track and then just run another race right on top of it, and we'll see if it, like, breaks the game here. Let's see. So, okay, back to pre-start. That should have totally reset the terrain deformation, so I think we got a total reset. Yeah, trust me. Thank me later. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for bluffing. Don't buy MXGP 2020. Put your money into these actual simulators. You will thank me later, bro. These games are hundreds of times more worth than any milestone game could ever think about being. You're going to put more time into this shit. I've put literally probably 1,000 times more time into just MX Simulator alone than I have. Well, I put a shitload of time into Reflex. That is the one. That is kind of the one. Okay, dude said start practice first. Okay, yeah. I think I got to start warm-up first, then it lets everybody in, and then I got to... Okay, sorry. Let me do that, actually. Let me start warm up and then I'll start the race. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out how this racing shit works. You got to be careful when you start downloading these demos for these games, because with MX Simulator, I know for the longest time that demo was like a way older version of the game. So you didn't even have like the modern physics, updated physics and all that kind of shit. So you got to be careful when you do the demos, because it's not going to give you the, you know, the true overall full-blown experience. Plus, you're only going to be able to ride on the stock tracks of the game, which is like not even close to how, you know, most people just don't ride on stock tracks on MX Sim. They're riding on custom tracks. So, you know, you definitely want the full version of these simulators. Let me just say that. 100%. Boys, we got memberships. Become a Dudeski today. Become a part of the community. Oh, you trying to jump the start there, Patrick? Think you a big hoss? Oh, yeah. The MX Simulator might actually have the 2012 tracks now. I don't know. Not really sure. It might have that, though, now. I don't know. Now I'm kind of starting to learn the track a little bit now that I'm not hitting that big-ass triple. Oh, this guy better get around this corner, thank God. Oh my God. Dude, that guy's jumping around all over the place. So, having all that like terrain deformation on the track there as soon as the race started, I think that's what was causing the lag. So, it's probably smarter to actually... Fuck! My back wheel got just right off the side of the jump. Son of a bitch. Right off the side of the landing there. I think Carter kind of rubbed off on me there a little bit, made me wreck. Let me blame it on this dude real quick, you know. Spence, you're just a legend. Just blame it on everybody else, you know. Holy shit, we got bikes a-flying. We got bikes a-flying. Spency boy to the lead. I'm probably going to get past here really quick. Spency boy to the lead. This is 2015 Muddy Creek. You know that Muddy Creek track? It's a really fun track, dude. Muddy Creek. Okay. So, easy here, Spency boy. Easy here. Get in third gear. Don't overjump this. Oh, fuck. That was a hard landing. That was a hard landing. Okay, so I still haven't really found a good fast line through here. You know, I probably have a... You know, you can sit here and talk about... You know, I've got 80 or 90 hours into this game. But when it comes to this specific track... Shit, I probably have like... I don't know, maybe 2 hours into 3 hours into this track in my entire life. And that makes a big difference, man. Especially when you first start learning these simulators. You know, how much you know a specific track is going to make massive differences in how good you're going to be able to race on a track at these early levels, right? Now, once you've gotten to a certain level in these simulators, it just about don't even matter if you know the track or not. You can big hoss on it, but when I'm at this level in the game still, it makes a big difference on how much I really know every in particular line and shit like that when it comes to racing specifically, you know. Like for instance, those first couple races, there wasn't no way in hell I was going to even think about winning those because I was trying to triple that big-ass jump in the back and wrecking on it every time. So there was no way in hell, no matter how fast I went on the rest of the track, I wasn't never going to win those races. So it's kind of the way that goes. There is just levels to simulators, right? And I've fully understood that with going through the ranks of MX Simulator. You know, there's going to be dudes in this game that it's, you know, they're going to absolutely stomp on that dude that was just beating me just then, right? There's definitely going to be dudes at that level in this game, and I understand that. And I understand I'm not to that level yet. I don't claim to be at that level yet, right? But if I put the time in, that SpongeBob, holy shit, we about died right there, boys. But if I put the time in, it's all about the consistent time that you put in. That's what I haven't really been doing with MX Bikes this whole time. I just haven't been, you know, even though I've put 80 or 90 hours into the game overall, it hasn't been consistent at all. That's been like strung over 5 years of the game being out. You know what I mean? That has not been like consistent putting that time in. I guess what I'm getting at is if I had like just started playing MX Bikes in 2020 and I put, you know, 90 hours into it, like all within a 2-month, 3-month time period or whatever, then I'd really be big hossing in the game. But it's been so like drug out. It's been so that time that I put in has been so spread out that it's hard to really like get fast in a simulator when you don't consistently put that time in. If that's one of the biggest tips I could ever give to getting fast on MX Sim, that's it right there. Consistently putting time in. That's how you like figure out like really how the bike feels with a certain setup, and then that's how you can really start getting in there and adjusting things and being able to tell if it's really helping you or hurting you. You got to be playing that shit nonstop, right? So then you know like the back of your hand how that bike was feeling before you changed a setting, so then you're able to figure out if you really made a good change or not so much of a good change, right? So it's a big deal, but you can see how much better I'm going along here just from running 2 or 3 races on this track, you know? See how much better I'm getting around it now. As I say that, I almost die. See, with this, it's I've really got to start focusing on getting on the gas harder and getting on the brakes harder into the corners. I'm kind of lollygagging, you know? I'm kind of like, I'm getting into this like talking mode, and then I'm lollygagging on the track, where you can't really do that when you're racing on these simulators. If you really want to compete, you got to be all focus mode. You got to be really focusing, you know, getting into these corners fast, getting on the brakes, getting down into these areas where you can really shave some time off. It becomes a whole different animal, you know. I can play MX Sim when I'm live streaming and go pretty decent on a track just because of how much I know that game. But with a game like this, and I'm still kind of trying to learn, it's a lot harder to talk in a live stream and go really fast or go my true speed in the game, you know. Becomes pretty difficult. I'm just kind of blipping the throttle around the track, trying not to wreck, you know, just kind of cruising. Because that's a big thing to racing in these simulators. As long as you don't wreck, you're going to, you know, tenfold multiply your chances of winning a random online race just from not going down. Shit is insane. Like, this dude that's behind me right here, he might actually be, you know, quote unquote faster than me in the game. He just had one little mistake, and that's what's got me in the lead, right? So it makes a big difference when you talk about wrecking in these random online servers. It's a big deal, man. It's everything to MX Simulator random online servers. I mean, if you don't wreck, like, you could literally be a amateur and smoke just about any pro in the game if you don't wreck and they just wreck one time. Especially if you have a lot of people in a server, because then you get caught up in the pack and shit if you just wreck once. Dude, there's been so many nights I have been, like, racing in those random online servers on MX Sim like it was pro races, you know? Shit gets so serious. It's crazy. Yeah, let me throw a whip over this one little jump. There is one this jump right here coming out of this corner, you know, where Barsha threw it nasty and Stewart threw it nasty a few years back. This one's actually fairly decent to do that on, but you gotta, bike is just not getting up to speed there. I may be shifting too quick. Let me hit it in second. Or I could hit it around the outside. Try to get a little more run up to it so I can throw a whip. Yeah, here we go. Oh, brother. Was that schmeeger enough for you, boy? Was that schmeeger enough for you, Noochki? I think it was. I think it was. So here, you can actually cut this up the inside a little bit, which is cool. Dude keeps asking me, how do you get the demo? I would assume you'd go to the website and click on download the demo. That's just kind of it's just what I would think. I don't know for sure, it's just what I would think, man. You know. All right, boys, I'm going to crank up another race here. Let's go to a different track. Okay, let's get to this. Let me see here, boys. Let me see here. Oh, that's that high point shit. Let's do a little unidiller race. Let's go 10 minutes on the warm-up. I think that's better to let more people get in. Let's do 5 laps in the race now. Let's do a little longer races here. All right, I'm going to go take a fat piss while this is syncing up. I could go take a fat shit if I wanted to. Takes you about 10 years to sync up in this game. So I'll BRB. Give me just a second. Join up. Switch to Turley server. Turkey password. You know what it is. Gobble, gobble. Okay. Warm up in progress. All right. Yeah, turkey password, boys. Turkey password. All right. 5 laps. Warm up in progress. Okay. Sipping on some teaser. Yo, listen, anything I've ever said about MX bikes over all the years, not only did I mean it, but I still stick behind it. Right? I thought, like, yeah, nowadays, now that they're on beta 14, you can start to sort of compare this game a little more to other games. You know, they've updated it to a level, but this game was not like this with the older betas. It was not to this level. So a lot of people get that twisted. They think I was saying all the things I've been saying about negatives about MX bikes this whole time with the way the game is right now, right? No, it's not been like that. I've been saying things about MX bikes from all the way back in beta, 7, 8, 9, way back there. And this game had some issues back then. I'm talking issues. So, no, I will never take anything back that I said about this game at all, because I meant everything. But, and part of the reason why I'm playing this so much now, not only did they fix a little bit of that front end wobble, I actually heard that was a problem with the last set of OEM bikes that they have, but whatever. They've done some stuff with this beta 14 that makes the bike not so, like, annoying when you're, like, going at a slower speed, right? Sitting there, they added some stability to the lower speed and just some different, just general shit over the past, 2-3 years of the game. They have certainly changed it, changed the physics, changed the way the game feels, so it's not the same game that it was then. So everything I said back then, I still mean it. Like, none of it... That was all really, some people didn't want to accept it, but all those things that I was saying back in those days was really, that's the way the game was, man. It really was. But now, it's a little more to that. You can just get into the game and have fun, and it doesn't feel so janky, It feels a little more, and I ain't scared to come out here and say it, But it's like, it's not that I've been wrong about this game all along just because I'm playing it now. The fact of the matter is it's been updated over these years, so it's a very different game now than what it was then. So that makes a big difference. Boys, we got the planers mixed nuts. We're going to be able to hit the big lines. That's another little custom emoji I need to make for the members. as like a little almond. I need to make like a little custom almond emoji. So when I hit the big quad, you boys can put the almond emojis in chat. But what I did want to say, though, is part of the reason why I have, why it seems like I've just made this switch from MX Simulator to MX Bikes. Part of the reason why it seems like that, it's not just because of these updates to MX Bikes, even though they have been good and the game is more playable now. Part of the reason why that is, that's in combination with all the bullshit that's going on in MX Simulator right now. I'm not going to get into a whole nother 5-hour conversation about that, but, you know, it's not only the combination of MX Bikes getting some updates, but it's also all the bullshit going on with MX Simulator right now, and all the pro racing and the key sharing and the hacking and the scamming and the erode system and all that bullshit. So it's, you know, my MX Simulator fix is kind of getting more out of MX Bikes right now than it is MX Sim, just because I'm not really pro racing on MX Simulator right now and all that. But if MX Sim was still like, you know, amazing like it was back in 17 and previous, you would be seeing me playing that a lot more, right? Even with all these updates to MX Bikes, you'd be seeing me play MX Simulator a lot more. So I'm kind of in a waiting type situation with MX Simulator right now. But, you know, we're continuing to get updates with MX Bikes, so that'll be a lot of fun to see what all they do with that. Okay, been a minute since I rode on this puppy. Let's see. I had it set to 10-minute warm-up. We'll see. I do need to reset the track, though, don't I? Let me return to pit. Got 2 minutes left in warm-up. Okay, let's hope this doesn't crash. Because this shit gets ruddy quick. If you don't reset it, it's pretty gnarly. Pretty damn gnarly. All right, let's start this race. Boys, you can't be jumping the start. But, you know, there was a lot of these, you know, hardcore MX Bikes guys that were literally comparing MX Bikes to MX Simulator, like, all the way back in MX Bikes Beta 9 and shit. Like, I'm not kidding you. Some people have been trying to act like this game was better than MX Simulator from the very beginning. And that's idiotic to think it was better than MX Simulator from the very beginning. That's crazy. Like, it's still not as developed as a you know, finished of a physics system as what MX Simulator is. It's still not. And that's just apparent by a lot of the things. Yeah, they've updated it. Yeah, they've made it better. Holy shit. Yeah, they've made it better, but, like, it's still not to that fully finished physics system. It's just not. And, like, if you think otherwise, I don't really know what to tell you, but there's all kinds of little things that'll still happen to the bike in this game that you can tell it's just a bug. It's just a bug to the physics. It's, you know, certain things where you'll be going up a hill and the front end will just wobble and literally the bike will spaz completely out. Like, there's still obvious things that need to be updated and fixed with the physics of this game. I mean, that's not really like a mystery, but holy shit, these boys be racing hard up here. Calm down, boys. Holy shit. We almost died. But my point is, though, yeah, if you want to start trying to compare this game to MX Simulator nowadays, now that we're to beta fucking 14, yeah, I can start to kind of understand where you're coming from a little more now. But if you were trying to compare the two games back in beta 9, which a lot of you boys were, that shit didn't even make sense. It didn't even make sense. This game wasn't even close to MX Simulator back when this game was in beta 9 and shit. It wasn't even close. But update by update, it's just getting a little better, little better. They're making, you know, little improvements to different aspects of the game. It's just making the whole experience better. So people so easily get this idea that you're just a hater of a certain... And I hope this has been able to kind of prove that a little bit now that I'm in here actually playing MX Bikes a lot more, getting into it. I hope this proves to a lot of people I'm not just some oh my god, I can only play MX Simulator, and anything else is just terrible and it sucks, and MX Bikes is always going to suck, and oh my god. Like, I hope that's, like, you know, kind of proving that to some people now. If I was some big hater of MX Bikes, I would have never started coming in here and playing it like this. Ever. Never, ever, ever. Holy shit. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, anytime you say anything negative about anything, people just instantaneously think you know, start getting that, oh, you're just a hater mentality. Oh, you don't understand it. You're just a big hater, you know. And that's really the way it was when it came to a lot of the negative things I said about MX Bikes. So that was kind of unfortunate. Let me have a bad on-track re-entry. Let me get a 2-week suspension. Okay. So these boys are pretty cool. I think I can catch this dude in the front if I can not go down here. Got us a nice little battle going on here, bro. That's a good time. It's always... Holy shit. a little bam bam action there, big dog. Okay, so that's interesting. You boys know I don't play with any sound on in these games, so that snuck up on me real quick right there. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, man. I need to scrub that a little better. I just got to get where I can get a little more flow around the entire track. That's kind of what I need for this racing here. Kind of, ooh, that lag. That lag gets tricky because 1 second you're in the rut and all of a sudden you're out of the rut. You have to be careful with that lag. But yes, one thing I will say about the community of MX Bikes, though, it does seem to be a lot more, you know, mature, not so young, toxic, let's try to hack everything like MX Simulator's community nowadays, which MX Simulator's community wasn't always like that, but it certainly is like that now. I can at least say, you know, MX Bikes community is not that, so that's always a plus. Makes the game way better, way more enjoyable. So the issue, though, is you never want all those little toxic, you know, kids to come over to MX Bikes and then they just turn this shit into that. You know, a hacking hellhole, key sharing, hacking, scamming hellhole. You don't want that to happen to MX Bikes. So they need to be real sturdy and real strict on some of those rules in the pro racing, right, of the game. They need to be, and Paboso is going to have to be on their shit when it comes to that if they want to avoid that. Because once you start like kind of letting that toxic hacking, scamming, cheating shit run rampant, it just gets out of hand. Then I feel like MX Simulator is to the point they can't even control it now. Key sharing is so easy to do in the game. Hell, even running hacks in the game is so easy to do. It's a game from 2007 made by one guy. So it's kind of that point now where it's so like easily accessible to do all that bullshit in the game, and they don't even give you a permaban when you get caught key sharing. It's kind of like they've got it to a point where people aren't even scared anymore. It's not like, woo, if I get caught doing this, I might get a permaban. You know, it's like now people just aren't even scared. So it's starting to get that point. I don't know how they're ever going to get that law and order, if you will, that control back over MX Simulator's community. I don't know how they're ever going to do that. It's going to be tough. Going to be real tough. So either way, I'm getting my ass handed to me here real quick. I'm like in 5th place. This is an interesting track racing on. You kind of got to carry the speed. It's not as much of a, you know, oh, you're either hitting that big jump rhythm or not, as the Muddy Creek track. It's a little more carry the speed through the corners is going to make the difference kind of track, right? So a little bit of a different racing element to this track, which is cool. Kind of scared to throw it fatty over this because I'm scared I'm going to do exactly that right there. Woo! Oh my God, that was close. Oh, this lag. Yeah. Paboso needs to get on these multiplayer updates pronto ASAP in the game. Like, really bad. Like, they got to do that quick, man. Because if, you know, the multiplayer is such a big aspect to these simulators, if you don't have all that, like, really on point, you will run into a lot of people not really getting too deep into the game. You know, there's still a lot of multiplayer crashing issues to this game, a lot of different, you know, stuff like that. Yes, it is still in beta, but they need to get on that really soon. Okay, trying to get some faster lines. Got a hair on me. It's itching the shit out of me. See if I can move it over one of these jumps. Okay, we're going to run a couple races on this track. I'll put it back into warm-up here in a second so that it lets you other boys join in. So you can see here, now that I'm running more than just 2 or 3 laps, I'm running like 5, you can see how much of a like actual racing pack this makes right here. Like these top 5 dudes are all in a pack. So you see how much more of like a, you know, quote unquote pro racing experience this is when you run this amount of laps versus just running, you know, 2 or 3 laps. Makes kind of a whole nother kind of racing environment here. So that's really cool. Very cool to see. This is what's fun to me when you run, you know, and of course this is nothing like running an actual pro, you know, 30-minute plus 1 moto or whatever. This is nothing to that, but still it's, you know, the kind of the way I would say it, like on any of these random online servers, the best way to have like a good racing experience without doing a full pro race length race, the kind of the way I've always like thought of that in my head is like 6 laps on a supercross track is normally pretty good for that. So even if you want to go up to 8, that's also good. I know that's how the official sim servers were forever. They were 8 laps. They may still be, I don't know. But that's like a really good amount of time to race in a multiplayer server on Supercross. So, but typically when I run my server in MX Sim, I usually run the Supercross servers for 6 laps and then the motocross server for like 4 or 5 laps. I think that's pretty good. You never want to go down to like literally, you know, 3 laps on a 2 or 3 laps on a motocross track or like 4 or 5 laps on a supercross track. That is too low amount of laps. All right, so we'll be running another race here on this track. Whoa, brother. Okay, that's the white flag. See if we can get back around this dude. Whoa. Getting a little gnarly, Spency boy. Getting a little gnarly. Yeah, they certainly do have some, and I noticed this playing in multiplayer a little while back. It is kind of hard to judge, like, where the guy's bike actually is in front of you. It's like spazzes out all over the place. So that is a little bit of an element they could look into updating and improving. Most definitely. But it's like right here, I got to really be on the gas, holding it down all the way. You know, a couple of areas like that would help me drastically in these corners. As far as like racing on this track. Like I say, this track's all about high speed. It's not so much jumps. It's not so much like a lot of roughness necessarily. It's just a high speed. How long can you carry that speed? How fast can you carry that top speed around these real fast areas? Really seems to be what this track is coming down to here. Whoa. Okay, and then this, I just want to double out of this. Second gear seems to work pretty good for that. Okay. Whoa, Spencer boy, you're getting gnarly, brother. Okay, now we're spun around. Okay. But anybody that thinks they're some big hoss because they came in here and beat me my like 5th race that I've ever ran in my life in this game, you might want to rethink your shit a little bit because that's not really saying a whole lot, right? That's just for the dudes that, you know, want to get real cocky with it. There goes Moto Mika, big hossin'. So that last live stream was my first race I ever ran actual, like, you know, multiplayer race that I ever... Moto Miko, brother, let's not die right here together. Is that a Red Bull helmet? Shit, just about looks like it. But, yeah, like, it's not really saying a whole lot beating somebody that's only ran literally 5 races in the entire game. It's not really saying a whole lot. Once I get, you know, hundreds of races into the game and thousands of races into the game and you're still in here whooping my ass, then yeah, now you're really big hossing. But we're still in the literally like 5 or 6 races ever in this shit. Okay, sorry for not looking at chat there, guys. Kind of hard to do that in the middle of a race. All right, all right. Yeah, hop up in here, boys. We're on a Spencer Turley server. Let me actually get this back to warm up, so it'll let you other boys in. Then I will reset the track right before the race, so it we won't have like insanity terrain deformation lag. So Spencer Turley server, turkey password, hop up in here. We're on the Unadilla, fuck, I can't remember what year it is, but the main Unadilla track that you download. But this is fun. Like, I want to be able to basically play MX bikes and go through the stages of learning the game without a bunch of pressure. Right? It seemed like with MX Simulator, it was just, I took the shit way too seriously. So it killed a lot of the fun of MX Sim early on because I was just playing it like 6-7 hours every single night for like years. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through all that same kind of shit with MX bikes, not only because they're still updating the physics, you know, I don't want to get too deep into it when they're still in beta versions of the game and the physics could literally completely do a 180 with any of these updates. I don't want to go like deep into the game and then them change something, then it's like, well, that was kind of pointless. But I do definitely want to start playing this game a lot more than I ever have before, and I think that's pretty apparent with how many streams I've done on this game and, you know, videos and shit here recently. I've done more streams and videos on this game in the past month than I ever have on this game, and I've been, you know, making little shit, you know, little videos here and there for, you know, 4 or 5 years in this game. So definitely playing it a lot more than we ever have, but I'm still not like really trying to go 1000% in the game, you know, just trying to kind of get my feet wet, right? So it's kind of what I'm wanting to do on it. Whoa. But yeah, I don't know, like, what the best way is to really combat the whole, like, graphical shit. So, I'm gonna try that in a future video where I, lower the graphics all the way down in the NVIDIA graphics settings, so it should be able to actually lower the ground texture, the dirt texture, even lower than the lowest possible setting inside of the game. So we'll see if we can kind of, you know, avoid even more of that grainy effect when it's on YouTube. We'll see if we can get it to that point. Let's throw a schmeezer. Get out of my way, brother. Damn. Holy shit. Oh my god. Did you boys just see what the fuck I just did? I did the gnarliest turn up fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Literally the craziest turn up ever. That's only possible with a collision, somebody hitting me right before the jump. Ain't no way in hell I could have just done that like normally. Okay. Hop up in here, boys. Spin to Turley server, turkey password. About to start another race. So yeah, it just kind of comes down to anytime you're brutally honest about anything, certain people are gonna react a certain way to that. No matter how true or real or whatever your opinion is, if you're brutally honest ever, right? There's just going to be some people that have a certain reaction to it. That's why they call it brutal honesty, man. Shit's brutal. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but it needs to be said. And I'm not saying every single speckle of every single thing I've ever said was just like 1,000%, you know, oh my God, that is like spot on. I mean, obviously I talk off the top of my head. I don't read a script. So yeah, from time to time, there's going to be some things I say that aren't necessarily, I mean, that's just human. Like, you know, yeah, I'm not a fucking robot here. I mean, you can definitely call me an alien, but I'm not really a robot. Like, you know, I don't script my videos and shit. I just kind of talk off the top of the head. So, but, you know, for the majority, I try to back my opinions with, you know, actual things but it's just like anything, you know. If you're saying something negative that somebody disagrees with you on and you're brutally honest about it, they'll take it in whatever way they want to take it in, right? So even if you're like 100%, you know, on point with what you're saying, they'll twist that around into making it like you don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. It don't matter, you know, if you have a differing opinion and you're brutally honest about that opinion, it's going to be just certain people that it don't matter what you say, they're just not going to accept that, you know? And so that's what you get into, man. Just kind of part of it, right? Okay, so let me reset the track and then we'll start the race. Boys, I appreciate all the support though. Holy shit. I think I have like 7 members right now on the channel. I had like, I think 9 at one point, and then like 2 dudes didn't re-up it, so it's still at 7, but I appreciate all the people that have become members. You boys are straight big hosses. Okay, let's start race number 2. But yeah. And I got a lot of plans coming up, man. So one shitty thing is the particular green screen that I was getting has been totally back ordered, like all the way till next year. So that's some complete shit. So I might end up doing some face cam stuff without the green screen behind it, just fucking, you know, like my normal face cams that I've always done. Might just have to start doing some of that this year to get some more of that going. So that'll be fun. But yeah, holy crap, 2020, my God. What a year. What a time to be alive. Okay, race starting now. Spencer might want to focus. Got T-Sipper on the right, T-Sipper on the right, and I don't even get hit and I still go down. I was kind of like, I didn't realize that corner was going to cut that tight right there. Okay. We got the T-Sipper, the big money flipper. Now I'm flipping around all over the place. Damn, this 450 got a little grunt to it, boys. Front end likes to come on up on you there every once in a while. Okay, okay. Careful there, T-Sipper. Careful there, brother. Oh my God, fuck your bike. Ooh, shit. Unadilla logos. Okay, or yeah, thanks, dude. You got me out of that little shithole I was in. Got a little stuck there. Okay, well, this is going to be one of those races. But this is cool. I like to get like way back in the pack. So best way to learn how to race in any of these games, get way back in the pack and, you know, catch yourself up. You learn how to pass. You learn how to catch that guy in front of you. Like a lot of shit you can learn by doing that. Oh my God, Moto Mika, calm your titties down, brother. Whoa. Whoa, we got some lag going. We got some lag. Oh my God. I think that was Villapoto there on his Yamaha. Okay. Got to focus here. Hit these insides without dying. Try to get around this dude without causing us both to go down here. Let's see if we can do it. Whoa, brother. Easy now. Easy now, betcha. What the hell are those ruts? Like, what? I don't know what that's doing. Like, in the spot of the track we've not even really been. It's like it didn't reset certain parts of the terrain deformation on the track. I don't know why it's doing that. That's a little bizarre. Not really sure what's going on with that. Ooh, we got a train of dooskies behind us. Holy shit, yeah. Holy fuck, I jumped that too far. That was a little scary. That was a little frightening. Okay. Whoa, Spency boy. Now we really got to focus if we want to even have remotely a chance of catching up to the front here. I'm talking like no mistakes. Cannot have a single other mistake here. Got to be on the throttle in these areas. That's where you're going to really gain the time on this track for sure. Right through all these little spots. And then right here, really carrying the gas all the way around here. Okay. Just kind of finding my speed again. Just kind of getting it going again. Then catching this inside right here without dying. Old T-Sipper. You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. Gotta be careful not go down this random ass, like, terrain deformation that was kind of bugged into the track before we even got on it. I don't know what's going on with that. Not sure what place I'm in here. I think I'm like in third, second or third. One of the two. I should be able to tell when I get up here. I can kind of look in front of me. I think I'm in third. So, just like from if a dude got, you know, a certain dude got a start right there. You know, I wrecked in the first corner, then wrecked 2 or 3 times, 4 times after that just from the carnage and shit. You know, you could have just been a guy that had gotten a, you know, a clean start, and you're going to be 5 sections in front of me strictly from getting a clean start. Not necessarily you're so much faster. You could be, but I'm just saying you could also not even necessarily be faster just strictly from getting a clean start versus not a clean start. Can make all the difference in a world in these random online servers once you start getting a, you know, a certain amount of people in them. It's the exact same way with MXM. That start is everything, bro. I might actually be in 4th. I can't tell if that one dude's a lapper up there. See if we can catch this guy. Yeah, I think this outside's going to vibe a little better because then you can avoid a little bit of that front end little buggy shit that goes on when you try to go up a hill like really slow in the game. I think you can kind of avoid that a little better going around the outside there. So this is a 5-lap race. Okay. See what we can do. Trying to carry the throttle around here quite a bit. Whoa, Spencer boy. Whoa there, Spencer boy. There you go. There you go. Now you're getting that speed going, dude. Okay, terrain deformation is definitely making a play there. All right. It caused me to get a little squirrely off of that. Oh, dude. Larry. Call me Larry. Call me Larry. And so then I have 2 little wrecks right there, right in a row. That's going to put me way back. So that's what I was saying before. And then that little... Sometimes that terrain deformation will grab your front end in a heartbeat in this game. Sometimes it'll do it to you. Whoa, got us a little roughness going there now. That's cool. So, that's what I'm saying. You know, you got to be careful, like, comparing everything in these simulators in a random online race. You got to be careful doing that for sure. So that's kind of the difference in a pro race and a random online race. You know, in a pro race, everybody's there racing hard. You know, they're all warmed up. Everybody's warmed up. They're ready to go. They're putting their everything into it. When you get on a random online server, you know, you're going to have half the people that are just trying to play around. They're not even really going as fast as they can go. Then you got the other half of the people, you know, trying like 80%, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm not literally 100, like focused, not talking, you know, going as fast as I possibly can. So you get all these different variations when you get in a random online server of kind of how serious people are actually riding in that one individual race, whereas in a pro race, normally just about everybody's going as hard as they can go, you know? So you get more of a pure comparison in a pro race than you're going to get in a random online race like this. All right, we're going to rock this outside. We got Moto Mika out here. See if we can do a little Too Fast, Too Furious on his ass. And we'll jump over him. Can we do it? Oh, dude, we did it. That's all I wanted to do, man. Oh, man. Did the Too Fast, Too Furious Paul Walker action on his ass. Oh, man. I don't even care about anything else now. That's all I had to do, guys. That's all I wanted to do. Oh, shit. So, I've definitely noticed on some of these tracks that you get going really fast on, specifically Unadilla, that terrain deformation definitely plays a more part on something like this when you get high speed like that, because it will rip that front end out from under you way quicker than it would when you're on like a slower, you know, supercross track or something along those lines. It can definitely pull it out from under you really quick. Even right here, I got to be fairly careful. Okay. And right here, you just got to be careful how you're, you know, you don't want to turn like against the ruts, the terrain deformed ruts specifically. You really have to flow with exactly how they were made, you know. You don't want to kind of cut across. So little things like that I'm learning about the game here. It's always good. Be careful not to overjump that too far. Moto Mika cutting that corner a little too sharp there, buddy Ro. You lost a lot of speed there. Okay, let's see if we can kind of salvage this out at least a little bit. We're probably in like, fuck, I don't even know, 5th or 6th now. Out of like probably 10 or 15 people. Okay. It's also something I would love to see in the next beta is the where it will constantly show your pit board, like what position you're in, lap time, all that kind of shit. It needs to constantly show that. Definitely. Like it is on MXM. And yes, I know there's a thing you can download, whatever the fuck, to actually get that in here, but I'm just saying it needs to be put into the game. Like default into the fucking actual main version of the game. Without having to download any external shit, you know. Just the way it should be. Okay. Ooh. Why do I keep coming up short on that double? I don't know what the hell's going on there. Oh, Spinchy boy. Get it going, brother. Get it going on the gas. Gotta be careful. See, I gotta get right in that rut right there. It will pull the front end away from me. Terrain deformation gets kind of big hossing when you got this many people in a server, Moto Mika. Woo! Okay. Luckily didn't go down there. White flag. Auto rocket. Wadding his shit. Not flowing with that rut good enough. Need to flow in that a little better. Moto Mika off the track again. Is it really a surprise? I don't think so. Just fucking around with you, bro. Just playing around with you. Okay. Let's fucking go up this inside. Whoa, Spincey boy. There you go. Now you're laying that bike into her. Now you're getting her into her. We got a little trash talk in the server here. A little trash talk. Ooh. Okay. It is an interesting thing trying to learn, like, how the terrain deformation of the game affects, you know, the traction and the all that kind of stuff. That's like a whole nother aspect of learning the game, like exactly how much you can get on the gas, you know, and when you can't. I haven't done a whole lot of riding on like high amounts of terrain deformation in this game. I've done basically none. So it is a whole different experience here. Whoa, that dude's jumping, doubling that. Damn, dude, that is like straight big hossing. I don't want to do that. A little too, holy shit. Everybody went for it, bro. That's a little too big hossing there, Moto Mika. That's a little too, I don't think I'm to that level yet, dog. I'm not going to hit me that one because it's on the inside too, on top of everything else, so that makes it way more tricky. Insanitily amounts more tricky. I think going around the outside and just doubling is a lot better there. This is fun though. I like this shit. Just kind of chill racing. This is what I love this kind of vibe in these simulators where it's not too serious, right? Just having some fun, kind of learning the game, racing. That's so much fun to me. Whoa, auto rocket, dude, holy shit, dude. I could not avoid that dude right there. He was literally like heat seek missile. Like I go left, he goes left. I go right, he goes right. Yeah, we're going to throw a schmeezer over this finish here, brother. Yeah, the erode kind of does pop in a little bit, but that might be a graphical thing I have set a certain way. I don't really know. Holy shit. Oh my god, we landed it. Oh my god. Yeah, turkey password, boys. Turkey password. Yes, this game is easier than MX Simulator. 100%. Not even a question. The way I kind of explain it, it's like you took MX Simulator's physics and you dipped it down into some arcade sauce. It's kind of the way I would explain it. Okay, let's go to another track. So, and no, I'm not calling this game an arcade game, but it's not as like hitting a brick wall like MX Simulator is, you know? It is certainly a different thing than that. Okay. We're going to the bud that's red, you know what I'm saying, boys? We're going to the bud that's red. I think 4 laps would probably be better. 5 laps can get pretty long. But, I mean, it's okay. 5 laps is okay. I just want to kind of run these races a little bit quicker than we have been. Okay, let me sync up here and it'll let you in. Yeah, I don't have that whole max HUD shit that a lot of people are talking about yet. But I'm just kind of waiting on it to come with an update, to be honest. Because I'm just assuming it would be coming with an update really soon. Like, I feel like Poboso is basically just going to build in the max HUD shit into the game, you know? Boys, I appreciate you tuning in to the stream. I've been doing a lot of stuff trying to get this stream stuff going better and getting some more cool stuff for the members and things like that. So that will be evolving quite a bit over the future. Trying a little practice session here. Little practice sesh. Holy shit. This track's got some more traction. I can tell that all of a sudden. Like going real fast. Lots of acceleration, boys. Lots of acceleration. Okay, small downhill jump there. Ooh, it does have that pop-in effect, definitely. I know I have a view distance thing set pretty low here, just so it doesn't. It kind of makes the ground decal off in the distance a little more like Play-Doh-y looking, which is just going to help with that grain effect on YouTube. So, you know, that's the only reason I'm lowering the graphics at all in this game, is just to make it look better on YouTube. That is literally the only reason, or I would just have this shit maxed out. So, because if you don't, it's just going to look even worse. Like if I just had the ground texture shit higher, it would just look even worse. So, got to be real careful with that. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. We're out here just vibing. We got a race going, about to have a race going here on the Redbud track. Spencer Turley server, turkey password, hop up in here. Throwing some schmeezers. We're in the warm-up of it right now. These MX Bikes live streams seem to be popping off, though. That's cool. Got a lot of people that like to come in here and watch MX Bike streams. Even more so than MX Sim. Actually, which is crazy. Right now, anyways. MX Bikes is on the come up for sure. See if we can go all the way up the inside and still hit this shit. I think we can. Yeah, that's a small Larocco's. Holy shit, that thing is way too small. That Larocco's needs to be like another 30 foot. Okay, real smooth coming around through here. Whoa. You can get way too much speed getting back on that straightaway there, for sure. Got to be a little careful there. Get on the brakes pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, this has got some super traction going on compared to that Unadilla track we were just on. Oh, fuck. Super traction, brothers. What's up, boys? Just tuning in. I appreciate you guys being a part of the channel and the stream and the races that we got going on. Okay, whipping her a little bit. Just a little saucing. Just a little saucy. Not too saucy, just a little bit. Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit. Okay. Well, you got to understand, I literally just hit Larocco's from the inside, over jumped it by like 20, 30 feet, and I wasn't even wide open either. So I get what you're saying. Like, you still want to be able to hit that shit from the outside on a 250, but like, you got to understand, I wasn't even wide open from the inside on a 450, and I still over jumped it by 20, 30 foot. So I just think it's just like right there in that 20, 30 foot too short mark, or it needed to be more peaked or something, you know, to make it a little more where you didn't just so easily over jump it all the way from the inside. I mean, I didn't even hit the inside rut. I just like totally cut it. Let's try to hit it again here. Just like totally cut up the inside. And all the jumps on this track in particular are just a little smaller scaled than, like, look at this. That was me hitting it wide open from the inside. You can see, over jumped it to the point, can't even land it. So you could literally hit that from the inside on a 450 like mid-throttle. Literally mid-throttle. I don't really think you're going to be able to do that in real life. Don't really think you're going to be able to hit Larocco's from the inside on a 450 half throttle. I just don't really think so. But that's how a lot of these tracks are, though. I mean, they're a little more like quote-unquote one-to-one scaling, so everything's just a little smaller than you would think it would kind of be, whereas, like, the Muddy Creek we were on, that shit's big hossing. That shit's like, it's like a little bit bigger than one-to-one scale so that it feels more like it would be made in a game more than like trying to be so exact one-to-one scale replicated off of real life. Sometimes they get too into that, and it makes it too easy, you know, makes the jumps feel too small. So this track's got a little bit of that going on. It's not bad, it's just a little bit of that going on. All right, doing us a little race here on Bud the Tread. But yeah, I mean, I've been going all over, like, scaling over MX Simulator all the years and stuff, and I just feel like with any motocross game, like, if you want it to get more of a real feeling in the game, because it is still in a game, it's not literally real life, right? So from what I've kind of always realized with that, it's better to make things like 20% more than just standard 1-to-1 scale. You know, make everything like 20% bigger than you would think 1-to-1 scale would be, and the shit turns out to be perfect inside of these games, right? So you don't want to make it like double the size of what 1-to-1 scaling would be, because it shouldn't be too big. You just got to make it like 25% more, you know, more than what 1-to-1 scaling would be, and that's with everything. That's like the lips on the jump. That's like how peaked the jumps are. That's how far distance the jumps are. Even that right there. Like, look how small that is. Holy shit. I wasn't even close to being full throttle on that. Like, way over jumped. So, the ruts are pretty good on this track, though. I mean, the pre-made ruts aren't bad. Definitely got some size to them. Outside berm got some size. Whip it good. Holy shit, dog. Calm down. Easy there, bro. That jump's decent for what it is. Hope this guy doesn't clean me here. He's about to. He is spazzing completely out. Oh, my God. Dude, straight spazzing. I need to hit these insides. I'm like... Whoa, Spency boy, you gotta jump that a little harder. Okay. Thank God we didn't die. Whip it goods down on the ground. Okay, I think we're in second place now, maybe? Okay. Whoa, holy shit. We about lost our beans on that one there, boys. Okay. About lost our beans on that one. Like, I can hit this in second gear. Look at how far I'm over jumping. Holy shit. That was second gear, like 80% throttle. Up the far as you could go inside on that. Still almost over jumped it to the point of popping off. So, you know, and the only reason I really talk about this shit to that degree is because I've seen it I've seen this exact track made in all different kinds of scalings over the years on MX Simulator, so I know whenever they get that shit like close to being right, or like right on point, or it's like a little too 1-to-1 scale, or it's a little too big, or like, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of that just with how many different, you know, versions of this shit that I've wrote on over the years in these multiple different games. You start to kind of get an idea of what's what, you know. Like for me right now, you know, I'm not like a fucking full-blown pro in this game or anything like that, so if something feels small to me right now, it's probably a little too small, you know. Whereas, like, if you're a full-blown pro, the pro, and it feels just a little too small, it might not necessarily be crazy too small. You know? So it's kind of a spectrum thing. Okay, I gotta focus here and get on the gas if I want to catch this guy. Gotta cover my insides a little. Okay, gotta hit this inside. Make sure I hit that every lap. I may be in third. I think this one's dude just sitting. Oh, he got stuck or some shit. Okay, yeah. I think I'm in second, actually. Gotta snag this inside. Woo! That's fun. That's getting a little deeper right there. That's a good time. It's always good when it gets deep, you know what I'm saying? Okay, gotta be careful not overjump this. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. We're vibing now, boys. We are vibing a little bit. Okay. Lap 3, I think. Now we can start getting on the gas a little more heavy. Okay, got to try to snag this inside. Okay. Hit this. Carry this speed. Ooh. I don't know. I think we can catch this, dude. I think we can do it, boys. Just got to be focused. Got to be focused. I don't ever like hitting the inside of this corner in particular on any of these versions of this shit. Gotta be careful here and not overjump this. Literally like blipping the throttle as much as I could possibly blip the throttle to not overjump that. I'm literally like brr, 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 like barely hitting the gas, basically just coasting over that. Okay, let's get on the gas, brother. Ooh. Gotta be careful when that front wheel comes up in this game. That triple right there is... That jump right there is pretty good sized, I'd say. That one in particular, I think, is pretty good. Even this one right here is okay. Sometimes they make this jump way too small. I've seen it multiple times before where it was just stupid too small. So all those jumps aren't too bad, but when you get to like Larocco's and some of the big jumps on this track, I feel like could have been just 20% bigger. Would have made it feel a little bit better. Oh my God, what the roughness did I just hit? Oh my God, that was insane. Could not even control the shit when it started going. Okay. I think we got like 1 or 2 more laps here. Let's see. Try to cut around this outside, carry all that speed. Ooh, we're cutting the edge. Moto Mika. We're back at it again, bro. We're back at it again. Third gear. Brakes. Okay. Rail that a little bit. Moto Mika, I'm about to pass your ass. Easy, bro. Easy. Oh, shit. I hit like the fucking G out of that corner right there. That was a little weird. Okay. Try to just roll. Literally coasted over that jump. Okay. Well, it's going to take a lot now to catch up to first. See if we can do it. Got to carry that speed, boys. Got to carry that speed. Now we're getting her going. Look at this shit. Oh, fuck. Right as soon as I got it going, too. Damn, I got 50 dudes in the stream again. What's up, boys? You boys are some legends. We're just doing some racing on the Bud That's Red, you know what I'm saying? Just doing a little, you know, the Bud That's Red racing. Okay, kind of getting our speed going here a little. Could be much better, but we're getting a sauce in just a little bit. Jump's actually bigger than you think it would be there. Been hitting this inside here. I think I might be able to go around the outside. Not sure what's exactly the absolute best there. Oh, Moto Mika! Oh, shit. That was my bad. I actually missed the inside rut there. Yeah, that's good excuses, Spence. That's why you took the dude out. You just missed that inside rut. Okay, bud. I actually did kind of miss that inside rut a little bit. I was not actually intending to go all the way outside there. This track's actually pretty fun to race on. It's a nice little track for that. Definitely not like difficult as far as the jumps. It's more of a corner ruddy, but it's also not as high speed as Unadilla in a lot of ways. So it's not so much carrying top speed. It's a little more like medium, you know, more of like a medium corner speed style track. It's kind of, whoa, Moto Mika, brother, we're having a battle. Somehow you stayed up beforehand. That fucking G out, getting my ass again. I need to quit hitting all the way into the apex of that corner. It's causing the suspension to fucking spaz out on me a little bit. This is fun right here, dude. That's what I love about these games. When you're getting these fun little racing moments like this, oh man. There ain't nothing better than a good old battle in a random online server on a fucking simulator. That is like one of the best gaming experiences you could ever have in your life. I'm telling you, bro. It is one of the best. If not the best. I mean, pro racing's fun too, but it is fun getting into some of these little racing moments. Whoa. Now we're kind of able to... Oh my God, I don't know how to just save that. Now we're starting to kind of get our vibe going just a little bit, speed-wise. Able to kind of carry my speed a little more. We're not going to be able to hit the inside there. Moto Mika is going to come up and absolutely rock me in one of these corners. Look at the rut on the inside. Whoa. Getting some ruts going here. Okay. Damn. I don't know why I can't hit that inside really good now. Maybe it's kind of blown out a little bit. Not really sure. Okay. Don't even need to hit the inside rut there. It's pointless. Just go cut the whole corner right there. Definitely seems to be the fastest way. Okay, so I think we pulled her with a podium here. All right. Dude, I would buy this game. Like, kind of the same way with MX Simulator. Just, if you're a motocross gaming fan at all, it's worth it. I'm just telling you. Hell, it ain't even AAA priced. How can you honestly say these games are not worth it? Hey, easy on the spam there, buddy. You've sent like 25 messages in the span of 5 seconds. Easy on the spam. I don't want to have to ban you. I don't want to have to do it. But yeah, just take my word for it, dog. These simulators are a good ass time. Like, they're worth the money 100%. I'm honestly shocked, and you guys can let me know if you're the same way. Let me reset the track, and I will. So the server is called Spencer Turley. Password is Turkey. We're on Redbud. Let me get it back in warm up so it lets you boys in here. So yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Anytime somebody gets to like spamming in chat and stuff, I'll give them like a warning, so that they don't just get the insta ban. I think that's a bit of a better way to do that. But yeah, so. And that's what I was talking about before. I got to figure out this live streaming shit. This is my first time ever really getting into this and doing this hardcore. So it's going to be a learning process, man. I just knew at the start I was going to have to ban some people. Like, I just knew already. But, oh my God, I got to take a fat piss. Fat piss. Need to fill up my teacup. But, okay. Join up the server, Spencer Turley, Turkey password, you know what it is. We'll start this next race here in a second. Got to fill up the teacup, you know what it is, boys. Okay. Oh my God. The tea is hitting good. The tea is hitting good. Spencer Turley server, Turkey password, brother. Boys, I appreciate you tuning in the stream. Just letting you know, any super chat that I get, obviously I will read that off. even if you just send, I think the minimum's like 99 cents. I don't even know what it is, but I read off all super chat messages unless they're like, I literally can't because of, YouTube rules. But anything that's not like that, I will read. Oh, man. This track's actually kind of fun, man. We got the T, we got the New Balances, just got me some New Balances on the feet. Oh my God, they can't handle. Yeah, I will be streaming MXM, in the future. Just kind of seeing where that game goes, Kind of waiting. Hopefully MX Simulator makes a big turnaround in 2021. Hopefully. It doesn't really look like it's going to, but we'll see. If it does, and plus I'm doing a lot of different stuff with custom track making on MX Sim right now, so I will be covering a lot of that. Working on basically re-optimizing, kind of doing a light remaster of all of my older tracks that I've ever made in the game, and going to be like making it more organized with the names and stuff on it. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm going to be coming out with that at the start of 2021. So that's going to be a really big thing for a lot of you guys that are wanting to ride on some of my custom tracks on MX Sim. And then I'm going to obviously be coming out with a lot more tracks after that. That's just what I've been working on. MX Sim's going to need more than an update, man. That's the problem. It's going to need more than just an update. It needs like total reform, from the core. Not of the gameplay, but just everything else. Like JLV is going to have to put something that makes key sharing at least a little bit more difficult to do in the game, right? Not just literally a 2-year-old could key share and get away with it. JLV is going to have to be getting a lot more like putting these little things into the game where he can really catch people that have any sort of like extra micro acceleration hack on MX Sim, and he has some sort of system in there that can read if the bike is getting more acceleration than what would be possible with any kind of gearing in it. He's got to have some little thing that can like read whether or not you're running a micro hack or not, and some little things to, have like IP, UID locking system to where you can't key share as easy. It's going to have a lot of kind of shit like that before it comes back around. Okay, we're starting this race in like fucking 30 seconds, so get ready. Yeah, I mean, they've been talking about some graphical updates to MX Sim. I'm not really sure how much JLV is doing on that end, but the thing is, oh, it kind of automatically put us on it. Okay. The thing with the graphics on MX Simulator, it's so dependent on how graphically advanced the different, objects and decals and lighting effects and everything that you're using in your custom track. That makes all the difference in the world, right? And you can see that with examples of like the difference between a stock MX Simulator track and like a Nicholas Sandbox MX Simulator track. Those literally look like an MX Simulator 1 and an MX Simulator 2 graphically. And it's not. It's in the exact same game. But that just goes to show you how different things can look depending on the graphical level of the objects and the, everything like that. So just that alone makes a big difference. Oh my God, sorry, I've spazzed out on the start there, boys. Whoa, shit. Got on the brakes like just in time. Oh my God, guys. Suzuki dead. Not only in this race, but in real life. It's crazy. Okay, let's try to actually race here a little bit. These first couple laps are always a little hectic. Oh my God, boys, way to just hand it to me. Way to just hand it to me. We got a pack of dudes behind us. Holy shit. Boys, did anybody see that crazy ass wreck that dude had in MXGP where he just like straight up over jumped? Looked like the throttle got stuck. Oh my god, that looked gnarly. Thank god he landed in some softer sand and shit. I think he's okay. But oh my god, like overjumped up. It was already like a damn near 100-foot tabletop, and he overjumped that shit by like literally 50 foot or so. Oh, I can see the shadow from the dude behind me. Dude, that actually makes a big difference. Like when you're playing with no sound and the shadows in this game, you can tell like if you're whipping the bike too far, how far you need to pull it over. You can tell when a dude's like jumping up behind you. The shadows definitely make a big difference in visually being able to see. Like I can see that dude's shadow coming up the inside of me right there. Holy shit, Moto Miko, you turn the hacks on? What the hell? But yeah, it makes a big difference on how much you can see. Shit, did I not reset the terrain deformation? It's okay. Doesn't get too gnarly here. Easy there, Moto Mika. Easy there, bro. Oh, just absolute schmeasure. And then the SpongeBob. I was having too much fun throwing my whip. The SpongeBob was like, hey, you can't be doing that, Spency boy. Whew, I always cut that shit. Moto Mika, you ready for a front of the pack battle here, brother? Let's do it, dog. Let's do it. This dude's cutting these corners way short right there. Kind of weird how he's cutting that. Now we're getting that racing vibe going. Now we're getting our speed back a little bit. Okay. Moto Mika, I'm carrying the speed now, dog. You better look out. Oh, Moto Mika, we're throwing doolies. What the fuck is this? Oh, shit, dog. Just trying not to go down again, because then we're really going to get passed by everybody behind us. I do not want to go down again here. Just try to hope Moto Mika doesn't wreck in front of my ass here. Oh, shit. And then I go down on nothing. Good one, Spence. Way to just die on the terrain deformation like a squid. Okay. Gotta catch Moto Mika back. We were having such a good little battle. God, that lag. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's definitely... The lag is exacerbated by... if you don't reset the track in between races, for sure. Ain't no doubt about that. So I need to make sure I do that every time I start a new race. Okay, I'm just going to not worry about whipping on these jumps, try to catch this dude. Look at the ruts on this inside. Whoa, it's getting scary. That is getting scary to just hold that throttle on. I love how these insides are developing here, though. Boys, we got some multiplayer racing action going on these streams now. I would assume this would be a lot more enjoyable to watch than just some random-ass practice gameplay. We are actually racing in MX bikes now. Moving up in the world, boys. Moving up. I like this stuff. I feel like me and Moto Mika are kind of somewhere on the same level here, so it's fun to race like this. I feel like I can carry speed a little better in some of these areas. You know, I'm kind of able to catch back up to him even when I have a wreck, so I think I'm able to carry just a little more. I just got to be able to hold it all together. Whoa, that's getting ruddy right there. Holy shit. There, down he goes. Oh my God, I about wrecked. The T's hitting good, boys. You got to watch out when that T starts hitting good. Got to watch out. Boys, we got super chats. We got memberships to the channel. Become a Dudeski today. It's basically just a Twitch subscription in every way, literally. Same price, same kind of thing. You get a shout out in the stream and in a video, and you get other perks as well. You get invited to the Dudeski roll on my Discord. You get access to custom emojis, all that kind of cool shit. So if you want to support the channel in that way, I would definitely appreciate that. Makes doing all this a lot easier when you know that you've got a monetary backing behind it, right? It's a lot easier to say, hey, this is like what I'm doing, and I'm doing this every day. When you've got, you know, you're making money to back that up, it's a lot easier to do all that. So everybody that sent me super chats and became members of the channel, you've helped out that whole aspect drastically. I appreciate the shit out of that, man. And every dollar I've ever made has been put back into it so far. Just letting you know. Literally every single dollar I've ever made has been put back into this shit. So don't think your you know, donation is going to waste, because it's not. All right, seems to be we have at least pulled away enough to where I can't see the shadow of Moto Mika. Says I'm in P2. How the fuck am I in P2? I don't know how I'm in P2. There ain't no way in hell I'm in P2. There ain't no way a dude is that far ahead of me right now. Literally no way. I know there is still some bugs with the pit board and shit in this game, like how it counts like where people are and the timing gates type shit of the game. So you can't 100% go by what the pit board says in this game. I know a lot of people do go by that. You can't always necessarily go by that 100%. Damn, that inside's getting my ass. Holy. Oh shit, there goes Moto Mika. Fucking hell. I've wrecked in that literally exact same XY coordinate spot on this track twice now in this race. That terrain deformation's getting just gnarly enough. Fucking hell, there it goes again. Terrain deformation's getting just to that point where it's starting to take me out. I can't go quite as fast in some of these spots as I am currently. It's so weird how, like, with the terrain deformation of this game, I can actually, like, ride in it without just getting completely annoyed. Because it actually has at least some kind of cushion to the dirt. You know? That just makes all the difference. Holy shit, we slid that right up in there. You know, it makes all the difference in the world when you have cushion to that dirt, man. Like, yeah, this terrain deformation in this game is not, like, just perfect. And it's not like, oh my god. But at the same time, it's nowhere near as annoying to me as MX Simulator's or Road System. You know, that game not having any cushion to it at all. Both them dudes get mad cuts. I see how you boys are trying to cheat. I see how it is. Just kidding, obviously. A lot of people do not understand how fucking sarcastic I am with things, but... Okay, let's see if we can catch back up here. Kept a pretty decent amount of live viewers in this stream, though. You boys seem to really enjoy these MX Bike streams. That is cool. I try to always memorize, like, what streams are doing the best, what videos are doing the best. That's, you know, really how I try to base the majority of my content around. Been trying to expand the channel a little bit, doing some No Man's Sky videos and stuff. I know some of you boys are probably like, what the fuck is all this No Man's Sky shit? But, trying to expand the channel a little bit, trying to, you know... I feel like when you only do motocross content, you kind of put yourself in a little bit of a box on this YouTube shit. So, yeah, just trying to expand a little bit, but still doing a crap load of motocross stuff. So, definitely appreciate you boys sticking around for all that. Okay, Moto Mika still spazzing out. What's new? Let's see if we can catch this dude in the front here. Last lap. Whoa, it's getting sketchy. She is getting sketchy. Whoa, getting sketchy again. Oh, did I hit the side of the jump? Woo! All right, Spency boy, careful. Careful. Got to hit this clean. Man, I don't know if I can catch him. This is going to be tough. I'm going to hit this outside because that inside's getting brutal. Whoa, we about overshot it. We're definitely giving her all the beans we got here, boys. Giving her all the beans we got. Let's hope he wrecks on Laracos. Really don't think he's going to, but... Oh my god, he did! Holy shit, he did. Oh, no, I still don't think I'm close enough. Motherfucker. Can I get him in cuts? Might get him with cuts. Might get him with cuts. I don't know. Let's see. Is it going to show me on the results? Oh, I got him. I got him with the cuts, boys. Way to get wrecked, bro. Got you with the cuts. Even though you're on a CR250R 1997. Let me talk about how I'm a big hoss. God dang, dog. Got you with the cuts, boy. Got you with the cuts. Got him with the cuts. All right, I got to run another race. This is like too much fun right here. Okay, let's go ahead and just start it right up. Shit, I need to reset the track. My bad. Let me reset the track. Them ruts were getting insanity. Not just insanity, but like causing more lag too. All right, let's crank it up again. Back to back to back to back to back. Encore, encore. Run it back, run it back. Got to take the sip of tea on the start gate, as always. I'm about to go eat me some soup after this live stream. Hell yeah, boys. Ain't nothing better than some tea and chili or some tea and soup. Try it, bro. Take my word for it, bro. Dude, I just love live streaming. This shit, oh my God. Swear to God, I was more made for live streaming than I was making YouTube videos. Because I already make my YouTube videos like off the top of my head, like without scripting or doing a whole lot of editing and shit. So, swear to God, I was just made for this, dude. Oh my God, way too much speed in that second corner. Got way too peppy. Let me just try to totally reset here. Oh my God. I keep getting way too much speed up to that second corner for some reason. All right, we got a race. We got a race ahead of us now. Okay, we got a pile up of like 75 dudes right here. All right. Just try not to die by a dude like that. Cutting over. Got to be careful. Oh, we're coming up a little short. That's a big trick to racing in these random online servers and these simulators. Go like 70% of your actual speed on the first lap. I swear to God, it'll make you get better finishes like crazy in these fucking races. Because if you try to go 100% in the first lap, it's like you're going so fast that you get caught up in all those crashes, right? So I'm telling you, just tone your shit down a little bit in that first lap in particular, and you will come out on top most times, man. That is such a big tip to racing in general, not even just in a random online server, even a pro race. Literally, like, tone your shit down to like 70%. Still hit the jumps and everything, right? But you don't have to be like on the raggedy edge, and that allows you to see what happens in front of you and gives you time to avoid people that are crashed in front of you, right? Gives you like, oh my God, I hate when this game does that right there. That's one of those little physics bugs that I'm talking about on MX bikes. You'll be going like literally 5 miles an hour. The shit gets to bounce in both directions. You can't stop it. It's just like, it's gone. It's just gone. You can't. There's just sometimes there's these little physics things that happens, and they've improved it over these updates, definitely. That's why I'm playing this game right now, because they have improved a lot of that. But there definitely still is some of that happens in this game, no doubt about it. Kind of just getting to the point where I'm cutting all those ruts in that corner. Trying to get on the gas heavy here. Trying to carry it here and try to not overshoot. Oh my God, Cody. Come on, man. I'm going to have to give you a 2-week suspension for that one. Gonna have to give you the 2-week suspension for that one, brother. Okay. Oh my God, I'm on the gas hard. Okay, I think I'm like, whoa. Moto Mika back at it again. Oh my God, we got the normal guys out front. We got another dude in front of all of us, but let's see if we can catch him here. Moto Mika, what's up, bro? Well, I should have just... Oh my God, Moto Mika, sorry. I just romped your ass right there. Somehow you lived. Whoa. Moto Mika, bro, be careful. Be careful, dude. Dude, be careful. Okay. Try to cut around this. Cut both these. Oh my God, Cody. Calm it down, dude. Okay, I think this dude is in the lead right here. I'm going to try to hit this outside. I keep hitting that inside. Oh my God, why was I not hitting that outside? Look at the speed. Holy shit. I think outside in both of them corners is better. Just the amount of speed you can carry. Like, good Lord. This dude's got to be on a 250 for hitting that corner that wide. Got to be on a 250 right here. Oh my God, I overjumped it. Fuck! Ooh. Ooh. That was close. That was close. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy. Oh, man. This is just a lot of fun when you start getting into actually racing in these games. It takes the game to a whole nother level. Same way on MXM, man. It will take that game to a whole nother level, too. Okay. We got this dude. He's hitting the inside there. I don't know why I just like carrying all the speed around this area. Oh, I'm catching him. Look at that. We might have another guy in front of us. I don't know if he's a lapper or actually, like, I think this guy's in first right here in front of me. Yeah, that's definitely a lapper. Giving me the nice little middle finger as I'm going by. That's a good talk. That's a good talk. Can we pass this dude for the lead? Holy shit, Bill. We got Bill's pipes up here in the lead. He's off the track. He's off the track. Spency boy trying to big hoss. Trying to. Got to cover my insides. Try to carry the speed. Double. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we know he can't beat me legit. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's so funny when you say shit like that, because like I say that trying to be sarcastic, right? But then it comes off like I'm trying to be serious. It's like, fuck. Like I'm 100% being... Dude, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I promise. 100%. It's just funny. I try to make jokes about it because there's so many people that would get mad about that, right? Be like, fuck, dude, what the fuck you doing, man? It's, right? Like, I don't get upset about that shit in these random online servers. Like, you can blow me completely off the track. I don't get upset about it, man. Like, in a pro race, like, yeah, I might get a little upset, but, like, in a random online server, like, dog. Oh, my God, it's never going to let me respawn. Holy shit. Oh, boys. But, like, random online servers, so many people get so pissed in these games, and it cracks me up. They will get pissed like it's the end of their life when they get taken out in a random online server. It's like, dog, calm down. But, like, I'm so damn sarcastic that it's... Sometimes I'll say things and it's like, you gotta know I'm being sarcastic or you'll take it too seriously, you know? About did a Too Fast, Too Furious on Cody again. Every single thing, 99.99% of the shit comes out of my mouth is some totally over-exaggerated, sarcastic thing, man. I'm telling you. Like, people take things I say way too seriously on the internet. It's insane. Bro, I ain't gonna let you get this inside here. Whoa. Got a little sketch balls there. Oh my God. I'm about to just commit in one of these corners, no matter who I take out. I'm about to just commit. Oh. Well, this dude's gonna try to pass me up the inside. Fuck. Solid shadow. Oh my God, there's like 25 dudes going in 69 different directions. Had to throw a smeezer in front. Whoa! And then that happens. That's always fun. Good one, Spence. You had a nice little battle going. You had to throw a fucking whip. This is not freestyle, Spencer. Come on, dude. Oh my God, gotta get my shit together. Man, I don't know if I can catch front pack now. Don't know if I can do it. Oh, what the fuck? Like the edge of the track just wrecked me. It's like the side of my fucking tire just hit the edge of the track. It's like, nah, dog. We're just gonna kill you real quick. I don't know what just happened right there. This track is a shitload of fun to race on, though, for sure. Oh my God, getting squirrely. Last lap, yeah, there ain't no way in hell. We'll give it all we got, but there ain't no way in hell we're catching that front pack. We're sitting in like... I know we're not in P3. That's a lie. That pit board is straight lying right now. We're in like P5. Unless some of these dudes was lappers, maybe? Shit, we may only be in P3. I mean, we may be all the way up in P3. Oh my God, Moto Mickey, you're going to have to stay on the track, big dog. Don't take me out here. I'll take myself out. Don't worry. It's all good. Take myself out. Just take myself out. Yeah, I think some of these dudes are lappers. That's what it is. Oh my God, over jump. My front suspension is like, fuck you, Spence. That did not feel good at all. Okay, so now, woo. Popping willies, no squillies, wet willy Wednesday out here. Okay, I haven't really been hitting the inside in that corner. Oh, that SpongeBob, no. All I want to do is catch Moto Mika. That's all I'm trying to do in this race, man. Just got to catch Moto Mika, man. That's all I care about. But I plan on doing a lot more of these MX Bikes multiplayer racing live streams. This is really where I'm going to start getting good at the game. You know what I mean? Going in here and racing. Like, I ain't going to get anywhere in this game just going there and practicing in single player. I got to go in here and race. That's how you get good at these simulators. So, plan on doing a lot more of these live streams in the near future. So be looking out. Make sure you got that notification bell turned on for my channel if you don't want to miss any of these live stream notifications. Make sure you got that turned on because YouTube's kind of wonky with that now. Oh, we're hitting the edge of the jump. Moto Mika, can we get him? Holy shit, can we get him? Oh, I had to hit that hard. Damn, hit it too hard. Hit it a little too hard. Let's see if we got him with cuts. I just want to see if I got him with cuts. Got fourth, and I got Moto Mika. Got him on the cuts, brother. Gotcha. Yeah, password's Turkey. So, night shift out here popping off. 7-second gap to him, and then 11 seconds to... So second and third were pretty close, and we were 30 seconds back from third. Yeah, I had some stupid crashes right there in the middle. Okay, so let's... I'm not going to reset the track, but I'm going to run another race here in just a second. Let me put it back in warm-up so it lets some of you boys in, then I'll run one more here. Hop up in here, boys. Spencer Turley server turkey password. Moto Omega, that was fun racing with you, bro. We'll do some more soon, man. Oh. Okay, I think I can start the race here. Reset track. Race number 2. Start it up. Start it up. No, you can't always get what you want. So, dude asked how MX Bikes is online. I'm just now starting to get into it myself, so I don't really know like everything about it. There's definitely some bugs with the online mode for sure. Like Moto Mika's game crashed right there, you know. It'll definitely crash on you for sure. No doubt. Some crashing, some lagging, you know. There's definitely some of that goes on in the multiplayer of this. It's definitely not as, you know, like multiplayer structured as MX Simulator. I feel like MX Simulator's multiplayer is a little more predictable, you know, than this is. Oh, shit. So like that right there, that kicked out probably like 3 or 4 people. Just right there for no apparent reason. Right? So it will definitely do that. Okay, chilling in 5th. See if we can catch back up. Okay, I'm holding it wide all the way and then just letting completely off at the base of that face right there. Seems to be working fairly well. This dude's cutting the entire corner. Holy shit, literally cut the whole corner. Oh my god, if I've ever seen a cheater line. Oh my god, bro. He's like, nah, fuck it. Just gonna do a little Austin Fortner. Just, you know, pick the bike up. Just turn it. We'll turn it a little sharp. We'll turn a little 45 degree, little 90 degree little turn right here. Just skip that whole corner, you know, no big deal, man. Okay. Try to carry the speed around. Whoa, it's got a one little rut going in it. Okay. I get right here, carry this speed around. I think that seems to be the fastest way. Outside this. Like just cut way up the inside. Okay. This, I try to be careful not over jump. Then got to kind of carry. Shit! It's the first time I hit that just a little too hard. Kind of drug me down there a little bit. Damn. Oh my god, track's not clear. I swear to god, that is the most annoying fucking thing in this whole game. You can't have that, Piboso. You can't have that bullshit track not clear. So I wait literally 4 seconds to spawn back in because I'm holding it down trying to get it to actually reset me on the track and not just reset me where I'm at. But I can't because it says, oh, track not clear. And then you hold down the button again for another 4 seconds and then the guy behind that guy is just now catching up to that guy. Oh, wow, track's not clear again. So you literally have to sit there and wait till the last guy passes you before you can respawn. That's a little fucked up there, Piboso. You're going to have to fix that, man. It's a little jacked. Because sometimes you get caught up in a spot where you just can't. You have to hold it down. You have to have the full reset. And sometimes it just literally won't let you do it. And it sucks that it'd be one thing if you could hold that button down and then it says track not clear. And then when it is clear, it spawns you. But it doesn't. You got to hold it back down for another 4 seconds, hoping that the track's clear that time. And it could happen again and not be clear again. It can just sit there and do it over and over and over. So they definitely need to fix that in this game, for sure. Not even a question about it. Oh, Smitzy boy, saucing her too much. Back here in like 28th place. Ooh. But yeah, you gotta be careful with these simulators because you will burn yourself out, you know. You got to be kind of careful with them. Man, I was just so hooked on MX Simulator when I first started playing that a bunch. Oh, man. That was like, oh, my God. Played that shit, you know, 6-7 hours a day. Still wasn't getting bored of it. Like, that was like a whole nother level. And once you've learned a whole simulator before, you can't never really have that same experience again. It's like a one-time deal. Basically, going from like arcade games to learning a simulator from, you know, 0 to 100. It's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. You know, I can go in here and experience MX bikes, but it's going to be different because I've already, you know, fully learned a simulator before. So it certainly is still fun and still got different physics and shit like that, but it's not as fresh as, you know, somebody that had just never played a simulator ever before and they get into MX bikes, right? It's not going to be quite as fresh of an experience. Just riding a wheelie all the way down the damn hill there. Way too big hossing. Absolutely way too big hossing. So let me ask you boys a question in chat. So how would you spell hoss? I'm just kind of taking a little poll here. Would you spell it H-A-U-S or H-O-S-S? How would you guys spell that? It's kind of the two different spellings for it. Like, what would you guys say? Because I don't really know. I'm still kind of trying to figure that shit out on my own. So I think the son off of Pawn Stars, they call him like Big Hoss, but like H-O-S-S. But H-A... Okay, we got a H-A-U-S and two H-O-S-S's. Okay. How would you spell Hoss? Let me know down in the chat, boys. P3, 5 seconds down from second, so we're not too far back. I don't believe. Let's see. Let's try to catch up here. Might be able to do it. Dudes are only 2 or 3 sections ahead of me, I think. Let's try to really carry this speed around. Whoa, now we're big hossing. Look at that. Now we're big daddying out here. Getting that vibe plumb going out here, boys. You see how I'm like really getting on the gas in these corners now. Like really carrying that speed. It just comes with like warming back up, getting your speed back. You know, them first like 5-6 races I ran in this stream, I wasn't even really like warmed up yet, you know. Makes a big difference when you don't play the game very much. Just kind of getting yourself back to your level that you are is a certain aspect to it in itself. Just carrying that speed around, like them sections right there, really threading the needle, like right between the SpongeBob and the other side of the track. Little things like that make big differences in your overall carrying it around like that in that corner. Keeping this shit in second gear right here. You can already see how much faster, more comfortable I'm getting on the track. Like I'm going twice as fast now than I was when I first started racing on this track right here in this stream. I'm literally probably shaved off 10, 15 seconds off of my lap times just from actually kind of learning the track. You know what I mean? Shit makes such a big difference. Like, you know, I don't really know any of these tracks on MX bikes like the back of my hand. I don't know any of them. Like I say, this is the first time ever even racing on these things. So I ain't never even like tried to really look at what's the fastest line, what insides do I need to hit, you know, what... I ain't never even looked at any of that before, so it's my first time ever really sitting down trying to learn these tracks to that level. I think this is the last lap. Okay, so it looks like we got second right here going up that area. Whoa, got to be careful not to hit that G out there. Trying to carry the speed right through here. Whoa, now we're getting it going. I think I can catch this guy right here. He's like 2 sections up ahead of me. Oh my God, dog. Careful, dude. Crossing lanes on a motocross track. You got to be fucking flying to cross lanes on a motocross track like that. Pretty easy to do it on a supercross track, but you got to wreck big time to do it on an MX track. I feel like the outside's better. Fuck. And I roll it down. That's going to happen sometimes when you... Whoa, lapper. And then got hit by the non-lapper. Okay. You can carry a lot of speed right there. Damn. There's a couple places on this track you can really cut through the corners in a specific way where you really start shaving off the time. That's what all these, you know, motocross... Oh my God, boys, calm down. That's what all these kind of motocross games come down to. If you've ever seen like fast laps on Reflex and shit like that, them dudes ain't even hitting nowhere near what you think you would hit. It's all in how you like roll up the inside of certain corners. But with these simulators, sometimes the outsides are actually faster, whereas a lot of times in Reflex, outsides are not really faster. You're just cutting the whole corner. But in a lot of these simulators, sometimes the outsides can actually end up being faster, but a lot of times the inside's pretty much just the best way to go, you know, if you don't really know the track. Okay, I think we got like a 4th or a 5th place. Anyways, boys, I appreciate you tuning in the stream. We'll be back really soon. Appreciate all the support. We'll be back racing on MX bikes in another stream really soon. Later, dudes.